What is up, Endgame fam? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy because there's football all day long. We know there's a few teams on bye, and we know that the playoffs are on the line for a lot of you. So we're here to help do what we can, get through this week, win, hopefully get you in or get that bye, whatever it is. So we're going to go through the injury report, and we have a lot of clarity since yesterday if you joined us. So that's a good thing. But still, a couple of names are up in the air. So let's start it out. The big one, which we weren't sure about until yesterday while we were going live, is Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker has downgraded to out. Definitely out, not playing. Zach Charbonnet in, but does that mean he should be in your lineup, Chris?
I mean, I think so. Obviously, it depends who you got, but you got to feel good about Charbonnet. It's a good matchup against the Cardinals. You know he's going to get all the work here. Excuse me. You know he's going to catch passes. So, yeah, definitely a good start this week.
Pretty solid. Obviously, getting, like you said, pretty much all the touches. My one thing, like I said, if there's a concern, and again, this week you might not have any great choices because by apocalypse, but yeah, it's weird. We're talking about Kenneth Walker being inefficient lately. Lately, meaning the past 5 games. 3.7 yards per carry. That's ridiculous for Kenneth Walker. Zach Charbonnet, not any better. 3.5 yards per carry on the season. My worry is that Arizona defense has clamped down and the Seattle offense is not exactly rolling. But again, how many running backs get that many touches in a pretty good offense? So still plenty playable.
Yes.
And that leads, I think, logically to a guy that we already found out for yesterday, but Brees Hall is out. That means Braylon Allen is the guy getting all the touches for the Jets. But I feel like early in the week, you were more optimistic about Braylon Allen. Like, well, I mean, if Brees is out, that's a great move. And now maybe you're looking at the fact he's on the Jets. You're like,
Was I high on Braylon Allen? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like Braylon Allen is fine. Again, he's not my favorite of this is the first week, it feels like, of the entire season where we have a lot of these backup running backs that are finally available to be started this week. Like usually it feels like this happens by week 3 or week 4. It took till week 14 this year. He's probably like one of my least favorites as far as like the kind of like backup running backs that are starting this week, guys, but he's still more than startable. Still very startable.
yeah, because also getting pretty much all the touches. I know Isaiah Davis, who scored a touchdown last week, he's there, but I feel like it's a guy that just kind of worked into some packages, just kind of forcing the ball after the bye week. They just found a way to try to get him involved a little bit, but I don't feel like he's going to get that many touches. So I'll still consider Braylon Allen mostly a workhorse, but also the Jets offense, not a great matchup on the road. So take that for what it's worth, but you might need him, especially if you had Brees Hall. And then we did get some clarity on the backfield, at least I guess a little bit more clarity. Zamir White is out. Alexander Madison was questionable, but now he has also been ruled out. So it's going to be probably a mix between Sincere McCormick and Amir Abdullah. I know some of you don't feel great having to roll with a guy that you had never heard of, don't lie, ever heard of before in your life until last week. Sincere McCormick possibly in your fantasy lineups to make the playoffs. But he's looked good so far in a couple of outings. Where do you rank Sincere McCormick relative to the Charbonnets and the Braylon Allens?
Dead last. He's like the break glass in case of emergency start. Like definitely dead last out of these guys.
Because the Raiders, or because just not the pedigree, or maybe because he's splitting touches with Abdullah, or is it probably all the above?
All the above.
All the
the
above.
offense doesn't have the pedigree, splitting touches with Abdullah. Yeah, all of the above.
All right, there you go. And the other only real change since yesterday's guy who you really shouldn't care about, Dalton Kincaid, is not playing. So I guess if you're desperate at tight end, you could go Dawson Knox, but definitely not Kincaid. And also for the Bills, you should know Keon Coleman is one of the few still game time decisions we have for this week. He's questionable. Not sure whether he'll give it a go, but again, it just doesn't seem like it's worth the risk here.
Right.
Let's see. Let's get to the outs as well. Speaking of tight end, Dallas Goedert is out, but we did find out that Devontae Smith is in. But we said a whole lot of no to Devontae Smith yesterday, and I don't see that changing because again, I haven't felt good about Devontae Smith in a minute.
Same. I don't see that changing, and this is not. I mean, it's a good matchup on paper against the Panthers, except for the fact that the Eagles probably won't need to throw the ball a lot again. So, yeah, this is I'm mostly going to pass on Devonta Smith if I can.
Yeah. And but he's in. Take that for what it's worth. We already know CMC and Jordan Mason, it's official. They are not only out, they are on IR. So kiss their seasons goodbye. And then the same goes for Taysom Hill. Maybe next year, full season of Taysom. Trevor Lawrence has also been placed on IR, so his season is over. So re-enter Mac Jones for the Jacksonville offense. Yes, you should all be very frightened. Cedric Tillman's still out as well. Jalen Coker for the Panthers is not playing, but JT Sanders, the tight end, is in. So he's clear of the protocol. So maybe sort of good news for the Panthers. And then let's talk about the Bears backfield. Rashawn Johnson's still out as well. It's concussion for him. But DeAndre Swift did move from questionable to in. But how good are you feeling about DeAndre Swift these days? I mean, if you're stuck with a decision of like Swift or one of those guys like Charbonnet or Braylon Allen, are you still going Swift?
Over Charbonnet, probably not. Over Allen, maybe. I think I might go him over Allen. I like DeAndre Swift this week. This 49ers run defense has not been very good this year. Nick Bosa is out again. I like Swift.
There you go. Now, it is true that without, because we were looking at this yesterday, Rashawn Johnson not playing, Swift was the only running back who got touches for the Bears. Travis Homer, probably a non-factor, sadly. So if you were relying on him, I think you can drop him. All right. Should we do questionables? Let's do the questionables here. Why not? These are the two that are probably going to be the trickiest. Malik Neighbors. What's the deal with him?
So they're saying he's going to test things out pregame. Excuse me. If he gives it a go, he's likely to be limited, which is like already bad news because he's already limited by this offense and his quarterback. So, yeah, Malik Neighbors looking like a very difficult start this week for sure.
They're saying even if he plays, he'll be limited in game, like how much he plays?
That's what they're saying. That's the report. I mean, we've heard these reports before, and then the guy's not limited, or we've heard the reports where it's like he's going to be a full go, and then he plays like 5 snaps. So, take it for what it's worth. But at the same time, we're already talking about a guy who injured his hip in practice on Thursday, and he's already limited by his situation anyway. So I'm dropping Neighbors down pretty low, like very risky here. You'd have to have some terrible options, and then it's like, okay, fine, I'll play Neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. We were discussing this. I can't remember when's the last time he scored a touchdown. I swear it was like week 5. It was probably even earlier. Anyways, there you go. Malik Neighbors. Probably no, but what about the big one is Ladd McConkey? And this is the worst thing possible. It's a game time decision, which is bad enough, but it's also a late game. Late game.
Yeah, this is going to be the toughest one of the day for sure because you want to play Ladd if he plays, but if you don't have other good options, like if you don't have a pivot, which I don't know what you would pivot to in that game, like maybe D-Hop or Worthy, or if you don't have a pivot on Monday night. But again, who are you going to pivot to on Monday night? Like maybe you have Brandon Cooks, but I mean, really is like that. You really want to pivot to Brandon Cooks? Like, probably going to have to avoid Ladd McConkey if you can, unfortunately, even in this good matchup.
Well, if you don't have another option, then yeah, especially if this is a must-win type situation, you can't afford a 0. So Yeah, I mean, I've seen things saying, lean towards probably playing 65%. What? Still risky. You never know.
Still risky.
You never know.
Yep.
All right. But then there's good news. The guys who are in, and these are official. These guys were questionable just even as of yesterday, but not anymore. George Pickens is in, thankfully. So he's good to go. And as far as the Bears, DJ Moore is in. Said you weren't worried about it, and you shouldn't have been.
Right.
Keenan Allen is also in. So it looks like the Bears, pretty much have everybody except for Rashawn Johnson here.
Yep.
Definitely good news. CeeDee Lamb is in for that Monday night matchup. So you got CeeDee Lamb, very strong start. Got to consider him that. Jacoby Myers, it's definitely one I was sweating here. Call a guy out, boom. Think he's going to have a huge game. He's in. So nothing to worry about there with that angle. So Jacoby Myers. And also in that matchup, Bucky Irving is good too. So Bucky Irving, no issues, thankfully there. Lots of good news here. Mike Evans is clear. I know a lot of people freaked out when he missed practice, but no reason to worry as well. Calvin Austin is back from his injury, so the Steelers can have both Pickens and Austin. Allen Lazard, that's right. That Allen Lazard, he's back just to make things more fun in the Jets receiving corps. And Kendre Miller. That's right. You remember Kendre Miller? Probably not. He hasn't done anything on your fantasy team. We remember Kendre Miller. We were big on Kendre Miller. Dennis Allen was not big on Kendre Miller, but he has escaped, I guess you could say, purgatory now. He's good to go. Do we think we see any Kendre Miller in action today? You think they give him the ball?
Oh yeah, definitely. Not enough to be in your fantasy lineups, but definitely we'll see some Kendre Miller today. Yeah,
that would be. Hey, it could be worse. So it's going to be desperate. We've heard some desperate situations already, so it could be worse. All right, so that is it for the injury updates. And if anything changes right now before the game start, we'll let you know, or you guys let us know. Because we have a couple hours now until game time. We're going to start doing the questions, but also we have a couple hours so you can start, well, I should say finish getting your picks in for Underdog, because you get all sorts of picks and options for NFL Sunday. Why don't you start with a free one? It's Justin Herbert getting a yard, but you get that if you're a new customer on Underdog. So new customers sign up and you get Justin Herbert higher than 0.5 total yards. I suggest you take the higher. So that's a free one for you if you sign up using code ENDGAME. So go to Underdog, download the app. You don't have it yet. Use code ENDGAME. You get the free pick plus up to $1,000 of bonus cash when you first make your initial deposit. Just make sure you use code ENDGAME. And you can also get in your questions on Draftly. That's our app. You connect with us anytime, ask your questions, we answer them. It's a free download from the App Store or the Play Store, and completely free to download. You can ask your start sit questions, your waiver wire questions, your trade questions, or more. Anything you got, throw it our way. And you can do this at any time. So if you still have questions, let's say after the game start or tomorrow or for next week, whatever it is, use Draftlane as well. And now it's time for the questions. Prediction, who are we going to see? No, it's no Taysom Hill anymore. Who are we going to see today on the question list the most? I think you're muted.
Zach Charbonnet.
Zach Charbonnet. That's a good one. That's probably a good one. All right. We saw a lot of Charbonnet yesterday, but we didn't know about the Walker thing until it was almost toward the end of the stream. So
right.
The first question is Gavin Ward. Good morning. So it's a running back question. Tyrone Tracy or Isaac Guerendo?
I'm going to go with Guerendo here. I like them both this week, but Guerendo I feel like is going to get like 80% of the touches in this backfield. Tracy might get like 60% of the touches. Kind of feel very similar. Like Tracy, like both big play guys, both in spots where they could hit on big plays, but I just like the touch share more for Guerendo.
Yeah, I think they'll both get a similar amount of touches. You've got to feel better about the 49er offense than the Giants offense. It's disappointing as the 49er offense is. There's no comparison, right? And actually, you know what? I might have gone with Tracy because, I picked Tracy to have a big game. I mean, on the one hand, I almost feel like they're going to feed the ball to him more because if Malik Neighbors is limited or out or whatever. But then do the Saints even have to pretend to defend the pass? Like, is there even a point? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to go to Garendo as well. Okay, Juicy Boosie. Let's hear it. Pick 4. I love the enthusiasm on the Sunday morning. We're still waking up. Lamb, Pickens, London, Kupp, Higgins, Evans.
My.
What
the heck? I thought this was going to be easy, but it's going to be hard.
Okay, so we have to sit 2 of these stud receivers somehow. I don't even know.
I think I'm sitting Pickens in London. Simply because I am a little nervous about Pickens. Maybe he's not 100%. And it's not like he has the best matchup here. I mean, the Browns aren't a terrible matchup, but it's not like a smash spot. London does have a good matchup against the Vikings, but man, Kirk Cousins looks so bad. What Kirk Cousins do we get? You have such good options here. I'll just take Lamb, Kupp, Higgins, and Evans.
Yeah, Pickens was the one I kind of went to first, just a little bit riskier. Yeah. I guess London would be next. But no bad options here. J1364 and half PPR. Jake Ferguson has a great matchup. Rest of season, lock him in. Other options, Laporta. What about Brandon Cooks?
I mean, if we're talking about tight end, which I assume we are, I think Ferguson and Laporta are probably going to be close for me every week. They're going to feel very similar to me. This week I would have gone Ferguson. I don't know if you already played Laporta. I mean, Laporta wasn't bad, but Ferguson, well, but of course you might not have, I don't remember, when did they clear Ferguson? I don't remember if it was Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. So maybe you didn't know about Ferguson yet. The rest of the season, like Ferg and Laporta are probably going to be very close for me. It's going to come down to matchup.
Yeah, you're asking to lock him in. I mean, does that mean you're thinking of dropping Laporta? I mean, again, if you just have them both, you don't need to lock anybody in. So let's just say It depends on the week. What about Brandon Cooks? It's too. I think for me, it's too early to make a judgment. I think he'll be fine. It's not like he was killing it before he got hurt. I like him this week because of the matchup. But I'm not going to love him in my lineup every week. Other options are MVS, Devontae Smith. Look, I got to say, going forwards after this week, it still should just be Devontae Smith easily over MVS and Brandon Cooks, should it not? I mean, it should be.
I mean, even this week, I probably would start him over those guys. Like, there's a line. There's a line. Right. We got to draw a line somewhere.
Right.
Well, so I think even this week, I might start Devontae Smith over those guys. Those guys are still very risky.
Yeah, Cooks is like a flex option this week. Will he be a flex option next week? I hope not. I hope he doesn't have to be. Mellow Ink, good morning. 6 and 7 definitely needs to win to get in. Pick 3, Braylon Allen, Tracy, Connor, Tyreek Hill, Marvin Harrison, Juwan Jennings.
Okay. All right. I think you got to go Harrison and Tyreek in PPR. And then I think Tracy is going to be my third. Tracy Connor is where it starts to get close for me. But I think Tracy has more upside against the Saints defense. So I'm going to go Harrison, Tyreek, and Tracy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. In this group, I can sit Allen. I do feel Tracy over Connor. Very concerned. I'm not very concerned, but moderately concerned about Connor and his lack of efficiency. You already got Harrison. So there you go. And yes, definitely agree. Like and subscribe.
Yes.
One of our very first ever subscribers, it's Dirty Dollar Bill. What's up?
What's up, Bill?
I'm sure he's got a lot of playoff implications this week. Okay. Is the line here Braylon Allen or Nick Chubb?
Oh, I'm gonna go Braylon Allen here. Nick Chubb is touchdown or bust. Now he's been scoring the last few games, so he's been saving you. But I mean, what is he getting you with a touchdown? 11, 12 points? There's just no yards here. Now he's got to go into Pittsburgh. I'll just go Braylon Allen.
Yeah, and it's funny because they just played a couple of weeks ago. Nick Chubb did score. Was it 2 touchdowns? Wasn't it?
2 touchdowns.
I know. Look, we can't just pretend touchdowns don't exist. Well, that's okay.
Right.
But you can't project touchdowns as easily. It's not like he scores every game. He's not Derrick Henry. He was on his way to a very inefficient game, right? He was averaging, I think, less than 3 yards per carry that game. And so without the touchdowns, he's looking like just another guy. I'm not going to predict a touchdown on the road against Pittsburgh, still one of the toughest run defenses. So I'm going to go Braylon Allen as well. Keenan or BTJ? It's got to easily be
Keenan. Definitely Keenan. Keenan here. And yes, good luck to you.
Yeah, definitely good luck. All right, JCR Melts got the membership. Good morning. Not a must-win game. Well, that's nice. With Neighbors possibly playing, should I pivot to Mooney?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'd call Mooney safe, but I'll just play Mooney over Neighbors.
Yeah, I would do this win or not. Like you were saying, Neighbors is a guy. How good can you feel playing? So, Yeah, go Mooney. Okay, let's do Mind Muscle 5K. Good morning. It is. It's a beautiful Sunday because you made it in both of his leagues.
Nice.
2 questions. Aaron Jones, James Conner, or Charbonnet? There's our first one.
Ooh. I think we're going to differ on this one. I'm going to go Charbonnet here. I'm not feeling a big Aaron Jones week. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just going to take Charbonnet here.
And as predicted, I'm going to go Aaron Jones. Look, Aaron Jones, if it weren't for the fumbling, would be coming off 2 huge games. Just saying. But I'll go Aaron Jones here because it's not a very tough Falcons defense, and they're at home. But you know what? I'm almost typically lower on Charbonnet anyways, aren't I?
Think so.
Second league, pick 2, Charbonnet, Kyren, and Higgins. Okay.
Well, here I'm gonna pretty easily bench Charbonnet and just go Kyren and Higgins.
Yes. This one, Kyren Higgins still pretty much must starts. All right. Speaking of OGs, still never sure if this is a real question or not. You remember the bus? Where's the bus been? Bus is in the house. Odell Beckham and Scotty Miller.
Whatever happened to Scott? Is Scotty Miller even on a roster these days?
I think he's on Pittsburgh. I want to say he's on Pittsburgh. I actually think he is on a roster.
Is he?
I could.
Right. Wow, you're right. He's on Pittsburgh.
So this could be a real
Calvin
question.
Calvin Austin is playing, so I guess you got to go Odell.
Never quite sure with Bus. This could be a real question.
Right.
So yeah, it's Odell Beckham. Alex. D-Hop, Mooney, or QJ?
Moon. Well, let's see. What? This might come down to when does Atlanta? They play in the morning, but don't the Chiefs play in the second slate of games? They play
Chiefs
each other.
The same game against the Chargers, so we'll know.
Yeah, I might just wait for Ladd, and then if Ladd doesn't play, I'll just play D-Hop because I don't think Mooney's gonna go off or anything. So in this case, I'll wait for Ladd. If Ladd doesn't play, I'll play D-Hop.
Actually, no, that's a good idea. I was gonna say Mooney, but then you're right. If you can hold out, although actually now that I look at it, He didn't say that he has Lad. He's just saying QJ,
Oh,
like
that's
maybe
true.
QJ because Lad doesn't play. So maybe that doesn't really matter. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, okay. If you don't have Lad, then I guess I go D Hop.
Yeah, I think you're like maybe Quentin
Or I mean, I
Johnson's
go
more
Mooney.
interesting.
Sorry, I
Like
go
no,
Mooney.
I, I,
Yeah, go Mooney.
I'm not putting Quentin Johnson either way.
No.
All right, let's go Mooney.
Yeah, Mooney.
Alexander's channel. Welcome back. Superflex, Sharb, or Lock?
I'm just gonna go Charbonnet.
Yeah.
Drew Lock, maybe with very limited Malik Neighbors. No way. I'm just gonna go Charbonnet.
This is one of the very few quarterbacks you don't want to start even in Superflex. So
Right.
yeah, definitely go Sharp. Pick 2, Debo, BTJ, or Pacheco.
I assume it's PPR. I'm gonna bench Pacheco here, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't feel great about any of them. But BTJ could still hit a big play. I mean, he does still have touchdown potential. I think the concern here with Pacheco is number one, the Chargers' run defense is still good. It's not shut down, but it's good. And Pacheco maybe not up to full workload yet. Right, that's the main thing.
Yep, that's the main thing. I mean, maybe he gets like 50% of the snaps, but yeah, not quite there yet.
And then, are you confident in the Pittsburgh defense the next 2 weeks? I don't see how confident you can be based on their schedule. It's pretty much the worst you could imagine. So I might stream.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's kind of sad. This is why we keep saying with defense, which is going to be tough. I'm going to have to pick the top defenses for the playoffs. One of the best defenses in the league is the Steelers, and they literally have the worst schedule you can imagine after this week. At Philadelphia, at Baltimore, and then they get the Chiefs. Oh, and then just in case you play Week 18, they get the Bengals. Like, this is almost like somebody was out to get them to end the season. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know how they got that schedule, but no, I wouldn't just blindly roll with Pittsburgh. Okay, so we're going from Alex to Alexander to Alex Bellevue. Not kidding.
All
3
right.
in a row. Good morning. We sitting Dabers even if he plays? Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting him for like, excuse me, I'm not sitting him for some dice roll, but I mean, if you're choosing between Jennings, Charbonnet, or Neighbors, I'm going Charbonnet.
Right. So Jennings or Sharp. It's Sharps. MVS or Slayton.
Slayton. You know, I have a must-win dynasty league where I had to choose between Wicks, Josh Palmer, and Slayton. Excuse me, I don't know what is wrong with my voice this morning. I went with Wicks. Slayton. I mean, I guess because Neighbors is limited, we're on Slayton. I don't think so. I'll go MVS here.
I mean, say what you will about Derek Carr, but if you want the technically number one receiver who's purely dependent on deep plays and touchdowns for Drew Lock, or the same for Derek Carr, I give Derek Carr the edge here. Yeah. So it's going to be MVS. So probably sit Neighbors, go Charbonnet, and go MVS. Jake the Snake. Okay. Is it worth picking up Olave if he's on waivers?
If you have an IR spot, absolutely. If you have a spot on your bench that, like a guy you're never going to start, like you have a MVS on your bench and you're like, I have 4 stud wide receivers. I'm never starting this guy. Sure, something like that. But don't drop somebody who could actually help you for him.
No. For me, this would be only if you can immediately slot him in IR, and that's it. I mean, I haven't. Have you heard anything about Olave anytime recently?
No.
Yeah. I don't get the impression he's going to come back. So to me, again, only if it just takes up an empty IR spot. CJ HTX. Okay. Another one of these questions, huh? Pick 2 between Mike Evans, Jacoby Myers, DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb, and Juwan Jennings.
Oh, man, this was going to be easy until you threw CeeDee in there. But I think as much as I do like CD this week, man, I think I'm going to go Evans and Jacoby. Oh man, can I bench Jacoby? Can I bench CD for Jacoby? That's my big dilemma here because I mean, CD Lamb gets the Bengals.
I still, to me, Evans is just, I don't think about it. I start Evans.
Right.
This
No,
week.
he's in it.
Here's the thing. Okay, so both Myers and CD were questionable. Now they're in, so it's not a concern. I honestly think I feel, well, actually, you know what? I can't even say that. It's like I feel better about CD's targets. Like, not anymore. I can't. God. If there's a guy who I think I would have more concern about possibly getting banged up in game, it would be CD Lamb.
That's true.
But I generally trust CD Lamb not only over Jacoby Myers, but I guess Cooper Rush over Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know. I don't want to bench Jacoby Myers this week, but I think because CD Lamb gets the Bengals, I mean, that Bengals defense is just, it's the best. It's the best as in it's the worst, so it's the best for fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm going Evans and CD here, but man, I really hate having Jacoby on my bench. If there was any way I could get Jacoby in my lineup, I would. I don't know if you have a flex and maybe you're flexing like a not so great running back or something. I would try to get Jacoby in if you could.
Yeah. I know I'm leaning CD too, not because of where you draft him, name value, whatever. It's the Bengals. He really could go off. So let's go Evans and CD. All right, Bizzleman. Kenneth Walker is out. So in 2 leagues, who to flex? D-Hop, Rashad, or Waddle?
I don't mind Rashad this week because I do wonder if we're going to see a little less Bucky Irving and a little more Rashad just because of that hip injury, which, by the way, occurred on a kick return right at the end of the half with like 4 seconds left, and Bucky Irving hardly even does kick returns. Like some just really fluky, ridiculous injuries this year. But I still think in PPR I gotta go D-Hop because there is a chance that it's the Bucky Irving show again. So let's just go D-Hop here.
Yeah, I'm leaning D-Hop as well. I don't love the upside of any of these players. Someone pointed out yesterday, like, oh, Jalen Waddle, slays the Jets. That was last year. That was last year when he actually was a target. Or should I say, before they acquired league winner Jonnu Smith.
Exactly.
Charbonnet, Braylon Allen, or Gus.
All right, this one's easy for me. I'm going Charbonnet.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, Bizzleman. Juan Pablo Guerrero. Need to flex Pacheco or Thielen?
Man. I might just go Pacheco here. If you said you got to bet, like whatever, a ton of money or whatever, your life savings on one of these guys scoring a touchdown this week, I'd put my money on Pacheco because at least Pacheco's in the Chiefs offense. He's a running back. If they get near the goal line, he'll probably get the ball. Thielen on the road against the Eagles, man, I'll just go Pacheco here.
I'll tell you what, it actually doesn't help now that, believe it or not, that rookie JT Sanders is in because those were some vacated targets that are across the middle of the field. And I know Tremble just inherited them last week, which didn't expect that. But still, just another factor here. I've been pretty down on Thielen. Yep, let's just go Pacheco. Okay, Mark Bone. Thanks for that, of course. Thank you for always checking in here. My opponent is starting Pickens and Calvin Austin. So not sure for Russ over Tua. Well, let's speak to that because he does have the lineup here. Does the fact that the op has Steelers receivers matter for the quarterback?
No, but I did think it was funny, Mark, that you threw that we're at the point of the season where it's the Tua Jonnu stack. It's not like the Tua Tyreek stack. It's a Tua Jonnu stack. Like what is going off? It is just off the rails. Just off the rails in Miami.
It is. Just want to throw this one because there's a lot of things we miss. I know. I take plenty of L's. Zamir White being prominent on them, but I did use the word league winner immediately following Johnny Smith multiple times, and I kind of laughed when I said it, but I said it multiple times.
True. As far as, so I feel like we have to do this maybe like 5 to 10 times a year. We have to talk about the, oh my gosh, my opponent has,
right,
wide receiver X. Should I start QB Y? Think about how it works. Let's say you start Russell Wilson just because your opponent, which by the way, my pick is going to be Russell Wilson, but it has no, this is not why. Let's say you say, I'm going to start Russell Wilson because my opponent has Pickens and Calvin Austin. Okay. Let's say Russell Wilson throws a 50-yard touchdown to George Pickens. That's great. You get 6 points for that, right? Because assume you're in a normal league where you get 4 points for a touchdown and you get 1 point for 25 yards. But George Pickens gets 10, right? Because he gets 5 for the yards. No, he gets 12. George Pickens gets 12. So he doubles your Russell Wilson points. But what happens if Russell Wilson throws eight passes to George Pickens for 200 yards and no touchdowns? You only get, 8 points, and he gets 28? You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't work. There's not a one-to-one correlation here by any stretch. There's not a one-to-one correlation. The wide receiver will almost always benefit over the quarterback when the quarterback throws to the wide receiver. If you get what I'm saying. Like, every time Russell Wilson throws to George Pickens, it's going to benefit Pickens more than it benefits Russell Wilson. Now, if Russell Wilson throws a touchdown, like 3 touchdowns to Pat Freiermuth, then that's great for you because now your opponent didn't get any points and you did. But what I'm saying is there's not a correlation here, right? There's not a correlation. Now, there is a correlation if you're doing something like DraftKings where you're looking for maximum upside, because then when Russell Wilson throws a touchdown to George Pickens, you not only get all those, but you have George Pickens. That's the difference, right? You have George Pickens, not your opponent. So you get all the George Pickens points and all the Russell Wilson points. So this isn't like stacking in DFS or something.
Right.
So that being said, I don't ever think about my opponent's roster. I just think about who do I think is going to give me the most points, because that's all you can do in fantasy football in head-to-head leagues is try to score the most points you possibly can and hope your opponent's team scores less. So that being said, my pick is Russell, but that's only because I think he's going to score more points than Tua, not because your opponent has Pickens and Calvin Austin.
Exactly. The bottom line is between this quarterback, that quarterback, who do you think is going to score more points?
Yes.
That's it. The only reason it would actually matter is like you said, in those situations, also maybe just for rooting interest. Like, if you're watching the Steelers game and you want to be like, yeah, Russell Wilson, or like, oh no, Russell. That's
true.
It. Okay, so final lineup check. Here we go. Got Hurts and Russ. That's good. AJ Brown, BTJ, Parker Washington, Jalen Warren, Sincere McCormick, Jonnu Smith, McBride, Keenan, and Jason are the flexes. But I see why those guys are in your lineup because that's the bench.
Yeah, so I'm not starting any of those guys. See, so what you need to be rooting for today is that Russell Wilson throws like 2 touchdowns to Jalen Warren.
Right. Right.
So you get all the points and your opponent doesn't get any. But like you're not going to be excited because I remember this happened to me one year in the championship game, the year Todd Gurley scored like 49 points in the championship game. And I had Jared Goff. This is back when Jared Goff was on the Rams, for those of you too young to remember. And I got my little Yahoo notification, Jared Goff, 80-yard touchdown pass. And I was like, yes, like, oh my gosh. And then I read more and it said to Todd Gurley or like T. I'm like, that cannot be right. But sure enough, it was. So then I wasn't even excited because Todd Gurley got way more points than Jared Goff did for that. It didn't help me. It hurt me.
Exactly. You never know how this is going to break down. So you're good, Mark. In other words, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. Good luck.
DV. Half PPR pick 2, Sincere, Gainwell. We have a lot of Gainwell questions. Like, what? Are we really think that they're going to blow out the Panthers?
Yes. But I got bad. I mean, maybe they will, but man, the Panthers have not lost by more than 3 in 4 straight games. That includes the Chiefs. That includes the Bucks. That includes some good offenses.
Yep. Spears, I say Davis, Ford, Singletary, Akers, Benson, Ray David. We've picked 2 of these guys.
Okay,
Sincere's got to be one.
Yeah, I think Sincere is 1, and I think I'm gonna go Singletary 2, just because he gets that Saints defense, and he did get he's been somewhat involved. He could score, catch a couple passes. I'm gonna go Sincere and Singletary.
I mean, they are going to have to run the ball, especially with Neighbors limited, and the Saints have a bad run defense. This is why I was in on Tyron Tracy this week. So I don't know if it's not Singletary, you're just hoping that Ray Davis gets some run. I don't know. That would be it. Also, flex Rome or Cooks.
I might just go Cooks here. It's starting to look like 2-man show in Chicago with Keenan and DJ Moore, and Rome kind of like the odd man out. So I might just go Cooks here.
Rome would have been real interesting if DJ Moore missed. But DJ Moore is back and DeAndre Swift is playing. So yeah, let's take a chance on Cooks here. Matthew Coot, start 2. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Rico Dowdle, or DK.
Man, I think I'm actually going Dowdle and DK Metcalf. Can't feel good about Garrett Wilson. Man, you know Allen Lazard is going to get an annoyingly amount of targets, and that's going to hurt both the Jets. Just going to go Dowdle and DK here.
Yep, Allen Lazard back in the mix. But again, it's not just Allen Lazard. The Dolphins are the number 1 defense in terms of fantasy points allowed to opposing wide receivers. So it's basically the worst matchup possible as well. Let's go with Dowdle DK. Kev James, what's up? Full PPR, super flex. Cousins, Winston, Geno Smith, DK, BTJ, Pickens, D Hop, Westbrook, Keeney, Otten, Gibbs, Hubbard, MVS, Warren, Johnson, set the lineup. Okay, so 2 quarterbacks between Cousins, Winston, Geno.
I'm just going to go Winston and Geno. I know it's Cousins' revenge game, Vikings, but Cousins has been so bad. I can't do it. I can't run the risk of Cousins going out there and throwing 3 interceptions and no touchdowns and giving me like negative points, like just ending your season potentially. So I'll take Winston and Geno.
This is a really fascinating decision here between Cousins and Winston, because on paper, it is such a much better matchup for Cousins than Winston, right? The Steelers defense on the road versus the Vikings defense, which Cousins knows. But Cousins, can you go with a guy who's thrown no touchdowns for the past 3 weeks versus the guy who just threw for 400 and something? Yeah. I think you have to just sit Cousins. So Winston, Geno, and then I don't know how many receivers we need. I guess let's pick 2 or 3. Let's go top 3 maybe.
Well, I usually, in this case, when we don't know, I just go 2 wide receiver, 2 running backs, and a flex. So I'll go DK Pickens at wide receiver. I hope you already played Gibbs. Is that Chuba Hubbard or Chubb?
I think it's Hubbard because C.Hub, but I don't see any other running backs.
I probably got to go Chuba over Jalen Warren. Man, you don't have many running backs. Maybe you got guys on bye this week.
Probably.
I have a league with Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, and Kenneth Walker.
It's fun times.
So, I feel the pain. Yeah, I guess I'll go Gibbs and Chuba, and then I probably just flex Westbrook Akine, and then I'm going to go Juwan Johnson at tight end, which I see as your only tight end. So there you go.
Yep, I agree with all that. All right, Kev, good luck. And Derek Gonzalez. If Bucky plays, Bucky is playing. Is it worth starting him? It depends.
Yeah,
Other option would be Pollard.
Really, Pollard in a good spot, but we've seen in the games Tyjae Spears plays, his touch share does go down quite a bit. I can't really sit Bucky right now. How do you sit Bucky?
This is close because I do like Pollard and I do like his matchup. His matchup is a little bit better than Bucky, but I think you have to go with Bucky if he's good to go. And then flex Harrison. I mean, if it's PPR, probably flex Harrison over Pollard. Yeah.
Yeah. If PPR, yeah.
Drew D. Hunt or Edwards?
Oh man.
Let's break out the dust chart, see where they land.
This is candle lighting time. You're just praying for a touchdown here. Who do I feel better about getting a touchdown? I think you got to go Kareem Hunt, sadly.
Oh.
I mean, Gus Edwards going against the toughest run defense. Looks so bad. I'll just gamble on Hunt falling in the end zone.
Who was it earlier? Oh, I guess it was and we did have a Kendre Miller question. Is this is this that far where you're like, maybe Kendre Miller gets some touches in the end of the game?
Yeah, but are they going to trust Kendre Miller near the goal line or anything? I don't think so.
I mean, I will say here is where Sincere McCormick is on waivers. I would definitely plug him in.
Yes.
I actually look, if I had to pick between these two, I would probably go Gus because at least I feel like he's getting more opportunities than Hunt. You got to think Pacheco will be worked in a little bit more. But again, that's what it's going to come down to. Either one of these guys scores a touchdown or nothing. Juwan Johnson or Trey Tucker?
Juwan Johnson. Trey Tucker, 1 catch for 58 yards and a touchdown. Okay, that's great, right? If somehow you started Trey Tucker last week, which I doubt, that's great. But that stat line could easily have been 0 catches for 0 yards and 0 touchdowns.
Yeah, let's go Juwan Johnson. Jason Quinones, good morning. Here's a very similar question. Charbonnet, Aaron Jones, or Tracy?
Oh, I think I'm going to go. Oh, man. This is a tough one, Jason. I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go Charbonnet. Barely over Tracy. Tracy has such a good matchup, but he's stuck in this Giants offense. I mean, man, it feels like if Tracy's going to score, it's going to be from outside the 20, which he can do.
Right. I mean,
but like Charbonnet will probably get some goal line opportunities at least, or at least close to the goal line. He'll catch passes. I'm going to go Charbonnet.
I mean, that's the one reason I do still like Tracy, because it's a good matchup, right? Saints run defense is really no good, but he has that ability to make that long run, he'll catch passes. In fact, I actually might feel better about him as a pass catcher now with Neighbors hurt, but there's also the problem that maybe he gets 20 carries for 53 yards and does nothing. So I hate to confuse you, Jason, but I'm still going to go Aaron Jones here. I like Aaron Jones enough this week. But this is tough. These are all really close. Addison, Thielen, or Westbrook at wide receiver 3?
I think you got to go Westbrook here. I do like Addison's interesting this week. He's got a good matchup, but I mean, Westbrook's been rolling, scoring touchdowns, and he gets the Jags now. I think you just got to go Westbrook and gamble on the touchdowns continuing.
I think because of the matchup, yes. Let's go Westbrook Akine. All right. Here's that. It's funny because I brought it up. Someone has that question. You remember Mr. Cross-Examiner? He's back. Kendre Miller or Gus Edwards?
I'll just go Gus Edwards here. I guess he's still the lead back, even though he's in literally the toughest matchup you can possibly be in, and he looks like one of the worst running backs in the NFL. At least he'll get some touches. We don't know about Kendre Miller.
That's the thing. Can we guarantee Kendre's even going to touch the ball? We don't know.
Right.
so it's got to be Gus. I legit think if we ever do make that dust chart, I think Gus is creeping towards being on it.
Oh yeah. Oh man, the way he looks right now. Oh geez. He's on. No, he's definitely on the chart somewhere. I don't know where he's going to rank, but he's definitely on it.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, he's not the bust anymore. He's Gus the Bust.
Yes.
Hey, I didn't realize.
I have way too much Gus Edwards. I have way too much Gus Edwards and Kimani Vidal in underdog.
That's the one, man. Talk about wasted investment. My best ball drafts: Zamir White and Kimani Vidal. Way too much. I just realized Gus Edwards. I thought he was a little younger. He's almost 30. So there you go. The cliff is approaching. Ginyu Force. Welcome back. Started Baker over Tua the last 3 weeks. Tua has been blowing up. You going Baker over Tua this week? I think you still got to.
Yeah, Baker over Tua.
Flex one. Ooh, okay, here we go. Neighbors, Jennings, or Devonta Smith.
I'm just going to go Jennings here. I know it's a tough matchup for him against the Bears, but he's got Brock Purdy. If you take out the Snow game and the Brandon Allen game, he was good both those other games. I'm going to go Jennings.
Yeah, I don't want to start Neighbors unless it's like absolutely just bottom of the barrel options. Okay, maybe not that bad. But still, I really don't want to start Neighbors and don't feel Smith. Let's try Jennings. And he says something about having Hall's. Says have Hall's handcuff ? Like
Braylon Allen?
I'm not sure what that means.
I would probably go Braylon Allen over Jennings, honestly. If you have Braylon Allen.
If you're saying you have him and he's an option, you could flex him, yeah. EAW. One running back. McCormick, Bigsby, Isaiah Davis. It's got to be Sincere.
Yeah, got to be Sincere McCormick here.
One flex, Auden, Amari, Brandon Cooks, or one of the running backs, which I doubt.
Evan, what do we need here? We need one. Evans is your flex?
No, the first, it says Auden, Amari Cooper, or Brandon Cooks, or Tank Bigsby or Isaiah Davis.
No, I would just go Brandon Cooks at flex.
Yeah, he already has Evans, Harrison, MVS, Ingram at tight ends. I don't know. Let me see. Najee's your RB1. Ouch. Okay. Well, you never know. Would you go Auden over Ingram at tight end?
Probably. I probably would this week with Mac.
Yeah, that's the only other switch. All right. Good luck. Anthony Link, playing for the bye, needs 2 running backs, Garendo, Braylon, Dowdle, or Tracy.
I like how you ended it with I can't make the decision. This is a tough decision. I see why, but I think I'm going to go Garendo. Dowdle here. It's very tough between Garendo, Dowdle, and Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they get the Bengals. Dowdle gets the Bengals, and I do like Garendo in that 49ers offense more. Again, if you said you have to bet money Garendo or Tracy scoring a touchdown, I'm taking Garendo. I mean, he scored last week against the Bills, but not only that, like both these guys have home run ability, but give me the one in the 49ers offense. Even though this isn't the 49ers offense we know and love, it's still better than the Giants offense. So Garendo and Dowdle.
Yeah, I can see why you don't want to make this decision, Anthony. This is tough, but I think Garendo definitely is the number one option here. It's Tracy versus Dowdle. That's what's tough for me. Dowdle has a ton of upside potential here, but is also risky. The same thing with Tracy. He's risky just for being on the Giants. So let's go Dowdle. Garendo and Dowdle. All right. Good morning, J.R. Fuentes. Needs 2 flexes here. Garendo, Ridley, Tyreek Hill. It's got to be Tyreek Hill or Thielen.
Yeah. I think Ridley's actually the one I feel the best about here. Oh man. Oh, Tyreek. I wish Sauce was playing so I could just say no to Tyreek really easy.
I mean, you could still say no.
I know, but can I really? I mean, like, am I really in a must win? Well, it doesn't say must win. I just assume it's a must. I mean, because really, like in week 14, it's either a must win or it's just you just want to set the best line if you can just because, right? Like, there's no other option. You either have to win to keep your playoff hopes alive or stay in the playoffs or get in the playoffs or get a bye. Or you're either out of the playoffs or you're locked into a playoffs and it doesn't really matter. That's it. I don't think in PPR I can sit Tyreek Hill for Garendo. I'm going to Ridley and Tyreek.
Okay, we're good because I'm going to go Ridley and Tyreek as well. I know Garendo's good. Garendo's interesting, but come on, Tyreek's not going to do nothing. And like you said, Sauce is out, and Tua's been cooking. Okay,
Yeah, cooking to Jonnu and Devon Achane though.
that's true. Mostly. Molly Wop, agree. Hit that like button. All right, so we're doing as many questions as possible. Just a quick note. We have just now caught up to all the questions that were asked before the stream started. So we have a lot of questions to get to. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do super chats only right now until we do get caught up. If you did super chat in the past hour, hang tight. We'll get there. So we have not skipped anybody that I know of yet. We're just still playing catch up. You want to guarantee your question gets answered and put up on the screen, then super chat will do it. We'll try to fly through. Alexis Aguilar, what's up? Start 3, Lamb, Garrett, Waddle, Evans, Devontae.
I think you got to play Lamb and Evans.
Yeah, the 2 are easy.
I wish you just said start 2. You got to play Lamb and Evans. Do we go with the Waddle destroys the Jets narrative?
Not this year.
I don't.
You know, this is a case where I think I might mess around and go Devonta Smith.
That's kind of where I was leaning to because he at least has Jalen Hurts, gets the Panthers. Lamb, Evans, Devonta. Man.
There we go. And then we have Ruben. Pick 2. Pickens, DJ Moore, Hopkins, and Garrett Wilson.
I think you got to go the first 2 here. Pickens and DJ Moore. They're playing. They're in good spots. And DJ Moore's not in a great spot, but a good enough spot. Pickens and DJ Moore.
Yes. Pickens and Moore. This one was definitely much easier.
Yes.
Okay. And I know I just said we're going to have to stick to super chats, but let's help Big Wappa. Says he's been watching religiously for the past 2 years and needs to win to get in. So let's do this. Let's help. Half PPR start 2, Hill, DK, Garendo. Half PPR.
This is actually tough. I think I'm going to go DK Metcalf here. It's half PPR, so we're looking for some touchdown upside. I think these guys are all close. But I think I'm going to go DK Metcalf this week. I might be irrationally high on DK Metcalf.
Yeah. Well, I will say Kenneth Walker being out, maybe forcing them to pass a little bit more. The problem is we need 2 here, so start 2.
Oh, we need to start 2?
We need to start 2.
That actually makes it easier because I think I am just going to bench Tyreek Hill here in half PPR. I'm just going to go with DK and Garendo.
Because this is Hill Garendo just like you had, but the other one was PPR.
So right. I think half makes it I think half makes it close enough for me to just say Garendo.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. DK and Garendo. Give yourself some upside with DK and should be a floor with Garendo. And I agree with definitely starting Jacoby Myers. All right, Big Wappa. Hope you get in. Rahul Ramesh, thank you, Rahul. Back and re-up the membership for 10 months. Definitely appreciate it. Okay, so Charbonnet or Elijah Moore?
Charbonnet. Definitely.
Or could play both and sit Chuba. Elijah Moore over Chuba.
Rahul, why'd you throw that in? Why didn't you just leave it? Because I don't feel good. I don't feel good about Chuba this week, but I don't what's Elijah Moore? I mean, I will say Tillman being out does help Elijah Moore a little, but it doesn't say if it's PPR. I don't remember if he's in. I mean, if it's full PPR, I might go Elijah Moore over Chuba this week, honestly. I think he at least sadly has a higher floor.
Yeah, I think so in PPR because we just don't know if Chuba's got that pass catching role anymore. Again, don't want to make too much out of one game, but Brooks getting those targets, I think it was like 3, but Chuba got none. Yeah, this week, just go Elijah Moore. So start both. Cooper Griffin, Hill, DJ Moore, Jacoby, pick 2.
I think here I can pretty comfortably sit Tyreek Hill and just go with DJ Moore and Jacoby.
Yeah, as can I. And then for the last one, Sincere Homer. It's got to be Sincere because Swift is
Sincere, playing. Yeah. Even with Rashawn out, Travis Homer got 0 touches last week. Yeah, go with Sincere.
All right, Elmer Sanchez. Hurts, Darnold. I hope that's not a question. Yeah, it's Hurts. 2 receivers, Hill, Pickens, Higgins. 2 running backs between Kamara, Bijan, Bucky, and then flex.
All right. I'm still going Jalen Hurts at QB. I'm going Pickens, Higgins at wide receiver. Wow, Kamara, Bijan at running back. Look at this team. It's ridiculous. I'll probably just flex Bucky. And let's go Saints against Drew Lock with maybe no Malik Neighbors or very limited Neighbors.
Yeah, that does push the Saints to possibly the Marowitz, 2 receivers in a flex, CD, DJ, Judy, Evans, and then 2 running backs between Pollard, Sharps, Bucky, Garendo. This is going to be another tough one.
I think you got to go CD and Evans at wide receiver. I'm going to go Bucky. Charbonnet and Garendo is such a tough choice. Because the thing about Charbonnet is we know he's going to get all the touches. And he's going to probably catch like a good amount of passes.
Well, for what it's worth, out of those 4 running backs, I probably have Charbonnet last. I feel better about Bucky. I might even feel better about Pollard, but that's close. And then Garendo, you have to like Garendo.
Yeah, all right, let's go Bucky, Garendo. I like Garendo more than Pollard this week. I know Pollard gets the Jags, but I do worry, not that I'm out on Pollard by any stretch, but I do worry that Tyjae Spears being there limits his upside a little bit. So let's go Bucky, Garendo, CD and Evans. Oh, I think I have to flex. It doesn't say if it's PPR or not. If it's non-PPR, I think I'm still higher on Charbonnet than Pollard. I probably will flex Charbonnet. If it's PPR, I'll flex DJ Moore.
Yeah, I think DJ Moore. Look, honestly, Michael, you have all very good options. Nobody here would be bad to start in your lineup. This is very tough, but I think Judy has to be last among those receivers just because the others are such good options. All right, and then we have TP3. Okay, help me out. Is it an exclamation point or is it a 1?
It's a 1.
It's a 1, so it's 31. Okay.
I'm gonna get you an eye appointment for Christmas.
I do need one. I know it's on my list. Well, it's on the to-do list. Defensive stash. I really wish you asked this next week. Chiefs, Ravens, Chargers, Packers, Colts. Thinking of Ravens versus the Giants, Chargers versus Denver, and Okay, well, let me just say this real quick because I've done the top 12 playoff running backs, top 12 playoff receivers. Next week, it's going to be top 12 defenses. We're going to do streaming defenses and all defenses. But let's try to help them out now.
Well, here's how I wouldn't look at it. I wouldn't try to look at it. I mean, Chargers get Denver and Giants. That's pretty good, but Bo Nix not really like the Denver's not a good offense to stream against, really. Like Bo Nix doesn't take a ton of sacks and turn the ball over a ton. Like, sure, they might not score a lot of points against the Chargers, but Ravens against the Giants, yes, but like anybody against the Giants is yes, please. So, I mean, I'm assuming Ravens play. I don't know the schedule for Week 15 off the top of my head. I'm assuming Ravens play Giants, and then I'm assuming in Week 16 the Chargers play the Giants. So, can you stash them both?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I hate to just at the society saying thoughts about other teams. I'm going to dig into this week for sure. All the defensive matchups and all defenses. We keep saying it though. Some of the best defenses have terrible schedules, like the Steelers.
Yeah.
And there really isn't one defense that stands out as having just total cupcake schedule, except for some of the worst defenses out there. It's just going to be tough. So. I mean, out of these defenses right now, I think I would go either Chargers or Chiefs. Ginyu Force, Ingram or Hawk?
Hawk.
Yeah.
Even if T-Law was playing, I might go Hawk, but definitely now Hawk.
Right. Blake. 10-teamer, half PPR, 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. Puka, Ridley, Jones, Dowdle, Judy, Braylon Allen, and Ladd.
All right. I'm going Puka, Ridley at wide receiver. Well, I mean, I only see Jones and Dowdle at running back.
Braylon Allen.
Oh, Braylon Allen. No, I'm going Jones and Dowdle still. When do the Jets... This is going to be the tough question because when do the Jets play? Jets play early. Like, Ladd, a game time decision. What if he's out? He might, as much as. And then Judy plays early too. Yeah, you might just be better off. Is it full? It's half PPR. I might just go Braylon Allen at flex. And not gamble on Ladd.
Yeah, that's the thing. I really would like to be able to flex Ladd, but if he doesn't play, who can? I mean, you want to start Josh Palmer? You want to start Xavier Worthy, who maybe is out there? Brandon Cooks? No, I wouldn't want to start Brandon Cooks over Jerry Judy or Braylon Allen. So let's do the first 4, and then you're flexing Allen.
Yeah, because it's half PPR. I'll go Braylon Allen.
Okay, then KC defense or one of those.
Chiefs get
Chargers.
Yeah, I don't really want to start the Chiefs.
Titans against Mac Jones.
Yeah, Titans. Titans against Mac.
All right, here we go. All right, EDUNC. Full PPR, Garendo or Tracy?
I'm going to go Garendo again just because I like the 49ers offense better than the Giants offense.
Yeah, I think I've moved to the Garendo side here because of everything going on in the Giants. Would you start either over DJ Moore or Ladd? As D-Hop
at this point, I would start Garendo. At this point, I think I would start him over Ladd just because, again, I mean, you have D-Hop as a pivot. Like, D-Hop is fine if you want it. Like, it's like, okay, fine. Like, D-Hop would be fine if you want to wait for Ladd, but I'd probably just go with Garendo over Ladd, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that's fine because very good options. So, not over DJ Moore. Still start DJ Moore. George Barcia, good morning. Needs 2 receivers, DK, MVS, Odunze.
I'm going to bench Odunze here. I'm going to go DK and MVS. Man. MVS always very risky, but I mean, so is Odunze right now. But at least MVS, I mean, who else? It's just him and Juwan Johnson, basically. So I'll go DK MVS.
You know they're going to still take those deep shots to MVS.
Yeah.
And then Disley or Juwan Johnson.
I'm going Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, I do like Disley this week, as you probably know, but I like Juwan Johnson a little better. The target shares more guaranteed. The thing is, if I knew right now Ladd McConkey was out, okay, maybe Disley, but we still don't know. He might play. AJ Sherman, Hill, London, Moore, BTJ, Pollard, Jones, pick 4 in PPR.
Got to go London. I think DJ Moore is next for me. I think I still have to put Tyreek Hill third. And I think I go Pollard over Aaron Jones. I think we're going to differ on that one again. I don't know, man. Falcons have been good against the run, and Aaron Jones, you just never know. He's like a box of chocolates. He's like another one of these guys. You just don't know what you're going to get week to week. So I'm going to go Hill, London, Moore, Pollard.
Well, I mean, I like London and Moore for sure. I'm contemplating. I do think it's a good Pollard week. I'm contemplating going Pollard over Hill. I wonder. London, Moore, Jones. No, I'll probably still go Tyreek Hill. All right. So the first 3 receivers, and then between running backs, AJ should pick who you prefer better. Matthew Fabricio. Oh, Mateus. Sorry. I think Mateus Fabricio. Pick 3. RB receiver and flex. Braylon Allen, Charbonnet, Devontae, Jacoby, DJ Moore needs the win in the points.
All right. I'm going to go Jacoby 1, DJ Moore 2, Charbonnet 3. So I guess you need to run. So Charbonnet at running back, Jacoby at wide receiver, DJ Moore at flex, something like that.
Yep. All good with that. Oh, okay. We have, let's do this one. Mighty Bouch. For the Scott Fish Bowl, which is one of the leagues I'm not winning in. Amir Abdullah or Grant Calcaterra. And what you should know is this is a tight end premium league, but also there's all sorts of weird bonuses for carries and touches and all this. Anyways, you know what it's like.
I don't even know. No, the scoring is so I don't even know. But I'll just I mean, unless tight ends get like a massive boost. Like, unless tight end scoring is ridiculous, which it might be, because I know QB scoring is ridiculous in that format. I know it's like absolutely, like, it's like you throw like, if you throw like 3 interceptions, you get like -40 or something. I don't know. It's like,
I mean, not quite, but yeah, that's different.
You lose 100 points or something. Unless tight ends just get like an insane boost in that league, I'll go Abdullah.
I don't remember the exact scoring. Yeah, I think Abdullah will still get touches, even though I like Sincere McCormick better. Calcaterra is very boom bust type. Let's just go Abdullah here. But good luck. Win it for me. Big Wappa already. Oh, okay, we already answered his question. I don't see a new one. Unless there's another, but thank you, Big Wappa. Okay, let's go to Anthman 21-24. Herbert, Winston, Levis, or AOC?
I'm going Herbert here. I don't mind Herbert against the Chiefs this week. The Chiefs kind of are a pass funnel. They force teams to throw. I do like AOC, but man, it's still Aiden O'Connell. I'm going to go Justin Herbert.
Yeah, not loving Herbert this week, but I'll put him over those options because, again, Winston is the tough one. You got to trust the matchup. And the matchup says it's probably not going to be a good Jameis Winston week. What about the flex here, McCormick or Trey Tucker?
McCormick. Let's just go with McCormick.
Let's go McCormick. Yes, indeed. Hopefully a big, sincere week. Blake, I think another one here, needs a running back in 2 flex. It's a 12-team full PPR league. Aaron Jones, Isaac Guerrero, Braylon Allen, Terran Tracy, Jason, Jonnu, Ingram. Also, Kyler or Tua.
Kyler over Tua. 1 running back in 2 flex. I'm going to go Garendo at running back. It's full PPR. I think you got to flex JSN. And then it's between Aaron Jones and Tracy. Ah, man. I'm going to go Tracy. I might be way too low on Aaron Jones this week.
Apparently. Well, look, this is tough. Again, Garendo, Tracy, Charbonnet, Jones, these guys are all kind of very volatile, all those type of players. Braylon Allen, I'll put Garendo here at the top of the heap. So Johnny and Ingram are just flex options? I mean, how can you not flex Johnny? Right?
I mean, I know he's been going off, but man, I think I feel good enough about those other players that I don't need to put a tight end in, but that's just me.
Yeah, but he's not just a tight end. he's more than that. He's transcended tight endhood. No, JSN is probably as good of an option. But man, this one's tough. Okay, I'll say Garendo, JSN. I'm gonna go Aaron Jones. Yes, I'm gonna go Aaron Jones, and then Kyler over Tua. All right, John Wickering. Welcome back, John. He said he can't be mad at nobody but himself. All right, drafted Brown. That's good. Dropped Irving for D-Hop. Oh, got knocked out. 40 points. Had I started McConkey instead of Lamb, I would have advanced. So he's out. Sounds like he's out of it. Well,
but you get. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, I like that you're taking accountability. That's good.
Yeah,
but also like a league that has playoffs. And did you guys have playoffs in weeks like 13 and 14 or like it was crazy, right? It was like, yeah, it's tough.
Well, a couple of things. CeeDee Lamb getting hurt mid-game. I mean,
right.
you can't. That's fantasy football. You cannot account for that. One of your best receivers just having a down game. Wouldn't have dropped to Bucky Irving. Definitely loved Bucky Irving. Called him a boom last couple of weeks. But you got to go with your gut. Look, we're here to help and advise, but I at least appreciate that. You're like, can't be mad at anybody but myself. You guys set the lineups. And we were lucky. Maybe not just lucky, but, we have mostly very smart, understanding viewers and people who are like, we used to have right in the beginning. We're like, you said start this guy and he didn't. Yeah, that happens sometimes. That's you watched football before.
It happens. It happens, unfortunately. Yes.
But anyways, appreciate John being on here all the time. Yeah, I don't know why your playoffs already started, but figure that out. Next year, we're going to have a lot more end game leagues as well. Guys, join some competitive leagues and you can play with us. All right, Felix Tab. I don't know what that says. Debo or Jennings?
Jennings.
Charbonnet or Shakir?
Charbonnet.
Winston, Gino, or Caleb?
Caleb.
There you go. I'm trying to decipher that second. Middle ages? Is that what it says? I don't know. Anyways, all right. Felix, there you go. It's Jennings, Charbonnet, and Caleb. Mark Hoffman needs to win. Half PPR. 2 quarterbacks are Kyler and Russ. But you only need one? He says 2 quarterbacks.
Well, if you only need one, it's Kyler. If you need both, it's both.
There you go. 2 receivers, Tyreek and Ridley. Got Barkley. Nice. Got Bowers. 2 flex, Pollard, Garendo. The bench is DK, Jennings, Braylon Allen, Charbonnet. And he switches here.
Yeah, I'm putting DK in over Pollard. Me personally. I mean, I would even probably start Charbonnet over Pollard, honestly. But I'm putting DK in over Pollard.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Jennings doesn't have to start. Braylon, not with your running backs. Okay, so DK over Pollard, everything else is good. MT, Jennings, Gary Wilson, Braylon Allen, half PPR.
I'm just going to go Braylon Allen and half PPR.
Yeah, I think that's fine in half. Can't feel good about Garrett Wilson. Jennings is startable. He's an interesting flex, but Braylon Allen probably has more opportunity here. Royland, good morning. Needs a tight end. Here are the choices: Knox, Gesicki, Disley, Fant, Noah Gray.
All right, I think here I hope this isn't a must-win, Royland. I mean, let's just risk it with Disley. Maybe Ladd is out. It is a Chiefs, a good matchup. Oh man, let's risk it with Disley.
There you
really
go.
Hope this isn't a must-win.
Disley, it is. I'm glad you said that. Tracy, Odunze, Waddler, Jennings at the flex in PPR.
Tracy, I'm gonna go Tracy here.
Yeah, I'm going Tracy. All right, I'm not sure why you have this decision. Derek Gonzalez somehow has to drop one.
No, nope, not doing it. Nope. Derek, if this is, I'm just gonna say this, Derek. I don't know why you need to drop one. If this is not a must-win, just take the L. You'll live. You'll wake up tomorrow. You'll be like, I'm still alive. I lost my fantasy matchup, but I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still going. If you don't have to win this week, please do not drop one of these guys. I don't care if you say, I need a kicker this week. I need a defense this week. Take the 0.
Right. Exactly. Don't drop one of these guys for a streaming defense or a kicker or a core or whatever.
Or even like, well, I don't have anybody for my wife. Take the 0. Take it. Unless you have to win, but then why would you have to drop one of these guys if you have to win because they're all playing?
Right. Well, that's exactly right. All right. Don't do it. Cody,
Don't
both
do it.
lineups must wins for both. Final lineup. Does this look good? Bench, he's got Braylon, Garendo, Devontae, and Thielen.
Well, okay, you do have a couple, maybe. Let's see. I'm going Garendo over Pollard personally.
Yeah, Garendo or Debo over Devontae and Thielen. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Debo over him. Yeah, I'm going Garendo over Pollard personally.
Okay, and then the other one is the A-teamer. It's going to be even tougher. Keenan, DK. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, leaving how you have it.
Yep, you're good. Jamie, prediction. Got Josh Allen, Gibbs, Bucky, Evans, Higgins, Bowers, Myers, Dicker, and Chargers. The only playable bench players are Jennings, Shakir, and Sincere. I don't think there's any switches here.
Nah, you're good.
Asking prediction, pain.
No. Yeah, exactly. It's fantasy football, probably pain.
You got a really good team. I mean, Evans and Higgins are great. Bowers could smash, and Myers. I mean, it's funny because it looks like the vast majority of your team is playing in that one game, the Raiders Bucks. So you just hope for that game to be high scoring. But yeah, you got a good squad. Don't know how deep it is and all that. All right, next is Jedi Koth, Charbonnet or Bucky in half.
I'm not benching Bucky.
Yeah, got to go Bucky here. C. Hibbs, start 2. Pickens, Judy, or Myers?
I think you got to bench Judy here. Pickens and Myers, too much upside.
Yeah, Pickens and Myers, borderline must start. Savage era, start 2, flex 1. Ridley, McConkey, Debo, DK, Keenan Allen.
Well, you have good options here. As much as I like McConkey, he's very risky game time decision. I'm just gonna go Ridley, DK, and Keenan, and just not risk it with McConkey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just sit, lad. Jordan Dumas asked about Ferguson yesterday. Should I play McCormick or Abdullah, or stick with Ferguson? So flexing Ferguson or Sincere?
In full PPR, I'm going to flex Ferguson. It gets the Bengals. Let's just go with Ferguson in PPR.
Yeah, and I'll just say the news and Madison. I didn't really expect Madison to play, so that wasn't really part of the consideration. Look, Sincere is interesting, but in full PPR, let's go Ferguson. Jedi Koth needs a flex. Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen, or JSN in half.
I think I still got to go Keenan here.
Yeah, like Keenan as well. Cowboys, 10-man half PPR, 2 receiver, 2 running back in the flex. Who to start? Well, you got to go with your Cowboy, CeeDee Lamb. Neighbors, Wilson, Ridley. Guess what? Ridley, the other one?
Yeah, Lamb and Ridley.
Probably started Gibbs. I would assume you started Gibbs. So Bucky, Jones, Connor, Garendo, Pacheco.
I think you got to go Bucky, and then I'm going to flex Garendo.
There you go. That's exactly what I would do. Jedi Koth, another one. Pollard or Garendo?
I'm going Garendo. I might be irrationally high on Garendo this week.
No, I think he's a good option. Phil, the real deal.
All right.
Mayfield or Mahomes?
It's funny because we've had this question so many times this year. It's like these guys are somehow these guys are linked so much. I guess a lot of people picked up Mayfield after they drafted Mahomes. In most weeks I've been saying Mahomes, but this week I'm going Mayfield.
You're definitely going Mayfield. Yeah, it's funny because it's exactly right. All year we've had this question.
Yeah.
Miguel Marenco has Braylon Allen, have Jawan Jennings and Judy at the flex, Tracy on the bench.
Oh, I would put Tracy in over Braylon, but I might put Braylon in over Jennings. So maybe I guess you could just put Tracy in over Jennings.
Yeah.
Although it's full PPR, but I think I still go Braylon over Jennings.
Okay. So sit Jennings, start Tracy. There you go. Yeah. However, it needs to work out. I think they all play early, except for the Niners. Adrian Michael, welcome back. 10-teamer, half PPR, running back between Hubbard, Sharps, Garendo, and Allen. Braylon Allen.
Yeah, I'm going to go Garendo.
And then receiver, Puka. You have to start Puka.
Yeah, you got to start Puka.
And one flex.
It's half PPR. I think I'll flex Charbonnet. Excuse me, I'll flex Charbonnet. Oh, man, Metcalf. I think Charbonnet is a little safer than Metcalf, but I just feel like Metcalf has more upside. I'm going to actually go Garendo, Puka, and DK.
Yeah, I'm going to go DK at the flex, even in half. All right. Rise above anything. What is up, guy? Wide receiver 2, Devontae Smith, Rome Odunze, or Quentin Johnston?
I think I'll just go Devonta Smith here. I don't love him this week, but you can't feel great about Odunze, and you certainly can't feel great about Quentin Johnston. So let's just go with Devonta Smith and whatever he gives us this week.
Yeah. In this case, it's Devontae Smith.
All right, we just got some huge news. Apparently, after saying overnight that George Pickens was going to play, he is not going to play.
He's out?
He's out.
What happened overnight?
Oh, my goodness. He didn't want to. I guess he didn't want to face Greg Newsome, who doesn't even know who he is, though.
That's what it was. He found out who Greg Newsome was, and he was like, "Oh, no."
Like, never mind. So I literally have a league where I'm fighting for the last playoff spot with no Breece Hall, no Cedric Tillman, no Mark Andrews, and now no George Pickens. I don't think I'm going to make it.
I don't. Who do you have in your lineup?
I am forced to now play Jacoby Myers, which is great, Jalen Waddle, and Devonta Smith and Jawan Jennings.
So you're actually starting Jalen Waddle.
It's either him or I don't even have another. It's either him or Gus Edwards.
Oh, Gus.
Wow.
Fantasy football is fun. But hey, if it was easy and predictable, then we wouldn't play because it wouldn't be fun. Okay. Well, anybody? I know we did say yes to Pickens a couple times already. We assumed he was playing, so get him out and pivot to whoever's next.
Man,
that's huge. I'll tell you what, that's huge for Russ. I mean, I felt like this could be a big Russ game. Whoever was asking, what was the question earlier? It was Russ or somebody, Tua maybe? I'm sitting Russ now. I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning. Speaking of our guys, Boomer is in the house. We are gonna keep catching up on super chats. We're gonna have to actually start picking up the pace because, guys, if you super chat in the last hour, we're still gonna get to it. A lot of questions because a lot of must-win situations here, a lot going on. So let's get to it. First, let's help Gwen. Needs help. Gwen P. Lamar's on bye. Picked up Russ. So this is what I was talking about. Are you going Jameis over Russ? I honestly think I might now. With Pickens out, I have very little interest in Russ. I mean, that's, I think, how big a difference it makes.
I mean, it's not like George Pickens goes for 200 yards and multiple touch. Like Russ has been putting up good games with Pickens not getting touchdowns.
But like, who else does he have? Calvin Austin and Pat Freiermuth? Just that I don't think there's anyone else to draw the attention of the defense. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
I feel like also this is going to change the way they play the game. I think they're going to be a lot more conservative.
Yeah. I mean, I guess just go Jameis.
But yeah, I don't know. Judy and Jameis, yeah. Oh well. Not because of Judy, but I would go Jameis here. All right, let's see the super chats now. Big trips, BTJ or Gus Edwards in full PPR. Got to be BTJ.
Yeah, BTJ.
Disley Muth or Juwan Johnson though. You think Muth gets a boost?
Yeah, I probably already liked Muth the best here anyways, but now, yeah, go Muth.
There you go. It's also, there's that domino effect. Delby Remigio, welcome back. Full PPR, start one, Harrison or Judy?
I think you got to go Harrison this week. I know Judy's been so good, but man, against the Steelers on the road, Harrison gets the Seahawks, not scared of that. I'm going to go Harrison.
Yeah, going to go Harrison for sure. Amy, NFL girl, good morning. Played Reed, unfortunately.
Ugh.
So let's get some upside here. One running back, two receivers, and a flex. And one quarterback. Okay, so Chase Brown, Kyron Williams, Braylon Allen, just one running back.
I'm going Chase Brown over Kyron. That's tough, but I don't think I could bench Chase Brown this week against the Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree. Like Chase Brown there. Cup, Lamb, London, two receivers, but then we also need a flex.
It's full PPR. I'm going those three wide receivers, Cup, Lamb, and London. Man, although it's tough to have Kyron on the bench because they do get the Bills this week. But it's full PPR. I think I'm going to go Cup, Lamb, London. Kyron London is tough for me.
Yeah, man. With those receivers, I mean, it's easy for me to say now, but I wouldn't have wanted to play Reed. But hey, what's done is done. Williams or Winston? Good to go Caleb, right?
Caleb, yeah, Caleb.
And Titans are a very good defense. So there you go.
Titans.
You still got plenty of good players. Maybe you're good. Alexander's channel, option one. Okay, gamble on Lad with QJ as your backup plan. Okay, option two, start Pacheco.
Well, here's the thing: Pacheco and Lad play in the same game. They play together. So if Lad is out, you can just go to Pacheco, right? They play each other.
Yeah, so between Pacheco and QJ, Pacheco, yeah. Favorite defensive streamers for next week. Next week. Okay, next week. Let's look real quick. Again, I'm gonna put a defense video out so you can know which defenses are good.
Commanders against the Saints stand out to me as one if they're still out there. I mean, if the Ravens defense is out there, which they might be because they are on a bye this week against the Giants, that's great. Jets might be available. They get the Jags and Mac Jones. Let's see. Broncos, if they have been dropped because they're on bye this week, they get the Colts. Cardinals get the Pats. So if the Cardinals are out there,
yeah,
Falcons get the Raiders. That's pretty good.
As far as streaming, like widely available, I like the Cardinals a lot. I think that's a good one. Okay, Paolo Medea, Pacheco Debo, or possibly Calvin Austin.
I'm just gonna go Debo here. I don't expect like Calvin Austin to get this huge bump because Pickens is out. I'm just gonna go Debo.
Yeah, Calvin Austin he was always a flex option this week because of the buys and because he could get that deep ball. But again, this is total boom bust. This is like MVS, but a less experienced version. So yeah, if it's full PPR, I'm just gonna go Debo. Vincent Lenaud, how's it going? With Brees and Walker out, needs one running back, two receivers in the flex. Garendo, Braylon, London Pickens is a no. Neighbors is a no. DJ Moore.
All right, Garendo at running back. London and DJ Moore at wide receiver, and I'll just flex Braylon Allen.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, although I guess fortunately, it makes your decision easier because you can't start Pickens or Neighbors. So London, Moore, Garendo, Braylon. I remember
yesterday somehow playing, but Pickens not. Man,
who's playing?
I said Neighbors somehow playing, but Pickens not. Like,
yeah, but even Neighbors, I don't want to play Neighbors.
No, don't feel good.
So Miguel Perez, that's right. I remember yesterday his question didn't go through. So here we go. 7-6. Fourth place, but yeah, you need to win. So need to win, needs two running backs in the flex, and there goes the question.
Okay. Where's the question?
Let's see. I'm sure he typed it somewhere down here. We'll look for it. There we go. Thank you. Braylon Allen. Ooh, Gus or McCormick. Have Sun God, have Higgins, flex DK or Westbrook Akine also.
All right, I'm going to go Braylon Allen at running back.
He said he needs, two running backs in the flex.
Okay, Braylon Allen and McCormick at running back, and then I'm going to flex DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I think that's pretty easy. All right, good luck, Miguel. Jedi Cough now, Sincere Hunt, Isaiah Davis.
I'm just going to go Sincere McCormick here.
Yes. Sincere McCormick it is. And this is a good time for me to put this up. Thank you. Terrence Madison, Sincere. Getting the frying pan out. He's ready to cook. Jay, Charbonnet or Kyron?
I can't bench Kyron here. Kyron against the Bills. It's terrible run defense. Going Kyron.
Yeah, it's funny because we did just bench Kyron in a different team. That was much different options. I'm definitely going Kyron here. B. Rich, Jake Ferguson or Juwan Johnson?
Ferguson against the Bengals.
Yes. Both good options, but let's go Ferguson. And then Scion to my face. Half PPR, pick 2. Aaron Jones, Calvin Ridley, Garrett Wilson, Tyrone Tracy.
I'm going to go Ridley and Tracy, slightly over Aaron Jones.
Ridley for sure. Yeah, I'll go Tracy, barely over Jones. Donovan Yazzie needs one bear. Full PPR. It's DJ Moore over DeAndre Swift, I assume.
Yes, in full PPR, definitely.
All right, so Donovan, go with DJ Moore. What is up, Benny Black? All full PPR. Lad, yeah, is a game time decision still. So, got Garrett Wilson, Jennings, or BTJ needs 2.
Oh, I'm gonna go Jennings and BTJ here. I'm just gonna hope that BTJ can make something happen with his legs.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. MVS or Cooks?
I think I got to give MVS the slight edge because who else are they throwing to? And Giants really banged up on defense too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll go MVS as well, and maybe that'll split the difference. We can flex Cooks here. Cooks, Worthy, Sincere, Parker Washington, Trey Tucker, or Calvin Austin. You go Cooks there?
Yeah, go Cooks there.
All right, so you get Cooks in one, but not both. All right, Benny, good luck. Mike Paps. Ooh, Neighbors or Braylon Allen?
I'm just going Braylon Allen. I'm not playing Neighbors.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Braylon Allen should get you something, get you a floor for sure. He's going to get pretty much all the touches, whatever that's worth. So no Neighbors. Ethan Struby, tiebreaker to make the playoffs. Evans, Jennings, Connor, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, Khalil Shakir, Roma Dunze, Devonta Smith, Hawk Janu. Got Caleb at quarterback. So we need 2 receivers, 2 running backs, tight end, and 2 flex, and it's PPR.
All right, Evans. I think I'm going to go Evans and Shakir at wide receiver. I think I'm going to go Pollard. Oh, man. Ugh. This is brutal.
It's tough.
You know, I might just play all 3 of those running. I might just play all 3 of those running backs, honestly. Pollard, Aaron Jones, Connor at the flex with Jonnu at tight end. Oh, 2 flexes? We need 2 flexes.
Oh, yeah, 2 flex.
And then, so I guess Jennings will be my other flex. So Evans, Shakir, Pollard, Aaron Jones, Connor Jennings at the flex, Jonnu at tight end.
There you go. So we're sitting the little cluster of 3, Odunze, Smith, and Hawk. All right, Ethan. There you go. Mayuresh Deodar, welcome back. Half PPR. Needs 2 receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flex, and a quarterback. Purdy or Baker? I think we're going Baker there, yeah.
Yeah, Baker.
DK, McConkey, Evans, Aaron Jones, Bijan, Bucky, BTJ, MVS, QJ, Addison.
All right, what do we need here? I'm going to go DK and Evans at wide receiver, Bijan and Bucky at running back. We need 2 flexes. Oh, man, McConkey would be... It's half PPR. I'll go Aaron Jones, and I'll probably just go Addison and not risk it with McConkey, honestly.
Yeah, because your potential pivot is Quentin Johnston. We really don't want to go with Quentin Johnston. All right, there you go. Silicon Valley Athletics, good morning. What's going? Needs to bench either Metcalf, Judy, or Pacheco. If this is full PPR, then would it be Pacheco?
Yeah, bench Pacheco.
Yeah, assuming it's PPR. Harv Danger. Herbert, Barkley, Chase Brown, Keenan Allen, Westbrook, Akine, Braylon at the flex. Benching Harrison. The rest are on bye. Okay, so I think that's Tua or Herbert. Going Herbert over Tua?
I think so. Although, man, if Ladd is out, I might maybe just go Tua. Not risk Ladd being out. Maybe just go Tua.
Well, that's true. If Ladd doesn't play, got to be down on Herbert. I'm not crazy about Herbert this week anyways. Of course, I'm not crazy about Tua's matchup, but you're right. If Ladd doesn't play, Okay, so let's go Tua and then Harrison. Would you put Harrison over Braylon Allen or Westbrook Akine? I think you have to.
Yeah, I would put Harrison over both those guys personally. I mean, between Allen and Westbrook Akine, that's close. I get if you want to roll with Westbrook Akine because he keeps scoring, and it is the Jags. But I would put Harrison in if I could, so I'd flex him over Braylon Allen.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so both those bench players are going to be in your line in par. Sid Herbert, Sid Braylon. George Barcia again needs a running back between Pacheco, Gus, or Sincere. It's not Gus. Probably Pacheco, yeah.
Yeah, let's just go Pacheco here.
Dion. Well, that's the $1 million question. Do you trust Ladd McConkey to play if your options are Jennings or Garrett Wilson?
Well, let's see. Jennings, don't they play at the same time?
No, the Chargers play at night.
Oh, that's
Jennings is
right.
the afternoon.
Right there, the Sunday night game, even worse.
Right.
I mean, unless we hear something before kickoff that he's going to play, I might just go Jennings.
Yeah, I'm looking right now, just in the hope they're like, yeah, Ladd McConkey's good to go. Yeah, I mean, this is not current. It says game time decision. I mean, it sounds like we really won't know until it's the last minute. So, you can't feel good about Ladd. I wouldn't risk it. Just go Jennings. And then flex McBride, Bucky, or Dowdle. This is non-PPR.
In non-PPR, you got to go Bucky.
That makes it a little easier. Andrew Oliver in half. Got Murray. Must win. Two of these. Harrison, Higgins, BTJ, or Dunze. This is probably the first two.
Yeah, first two. First two.
Right. So Andrew, you're going to go Harrison to stack with Kyler and T. Higgins. Justin Lamb. All right, didn't see this coming. Xavier Worthy or Will Dissly in half?
I'll just gamble on Xavier Worthy here.
Yeah. Although, no, I still go Worthy. Chris has a question. Half PPR. Caleb, Herbert, Jameis.
Caleb.
I like Caleb this week as well. Yes, I feel much better. DJ Moore is definitely playing, so Caleb Williams. Desert Yeti. Okay. Like that.
That's weird. Aren't the Yetis supposed to be up in like the Himalayas in the mountains in the cold?
Yeah, this is like the paradox. With no JD, have to choose between Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold.
They're both good options this week, but I like Baker a little more.
Yeah, I like Baker as well. Dicer 007. Judy, Sharp, Tracy, or Allen to the flex.
I might just go Charbonnet here. I think I like him enough going Charbonnet.
This does not say if it's PPR.
Right.
I think the floor goes to Judy, right? He's the safest pick here. Just don't know if he's going to have a big game. No, if you want to risk I think the guy who has the best opportunity for a big game, a boom, if you will, is Tyron Tracy. I still feel good about his upside. Charbonnet or Judy are probably going to be your floor options. So I'm going to leave it at that. Chris Laborde, what's up? Aaron Jones or Braylon Allen?
Aaron Jones. Here I'll go Aaron Jones.
Yeah. Jim K. Flex 2, Cooks, Dowdle, Braylon. It's PPR.
Even still, I'll go Rico Dowdle here over Brandon Cooks.
Oh, we need 2.
Oh, we need two? I'll go Dowdle and Braylon Allen.
Don't want to go all Cowboy. No.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Brandon
too rich.
Cooks just, I know Braylon Allen's going to get the touches. I know Dowdle's going to get the touches. Brandon Cooks may or may not get the touches.
Oh, I agree. I'm not going all Cowboy. I'm just checking. Here's another Cowboy: Ferguson or Juwan Johnson.
Ferguson. Like Ferguson a lot this week.
Yeah, if this is the same team, this makes it even easier. Look, you don't want that many Cowboys in your lineup. Judy or Jacoby? It got to be Jacoby. Yeah.
Yep.
And it needs two: Jones, Garendo, Tracy, Bucky.
We need two of these. It's Garendo and Bucky for me.
Yes, Garendo and Bucky. You know, it's crazy. I noticed that with all these questions, it's almost like there are too many good running back options for some teams.
Well, this first we get this type of week maybe three times a year. It's just we have not had it at all this year because running backs until this week, no running backs have gotten hurt except for your number one pick, Christian McCaffrey, of course. Why not?
Right.
So we haven't had this decision, right? We haven't had a week like this but this is the first week we've actually had it. Usually this happens by like week 3 or week 4, which is why I say you don't need an RB2 in fantasy because you get these. But this year you have needed an RB2 in fantasy.
It's crazy. All right, let's get to Jason Burris, Ingram or Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Yes, definitely Ferguson. Najee or Braylon?
You know what? With Pickens out, maybe they just run it a lot. It's not a great matchup for Najee, but they might lean on him more. Maybe more receptions. I'll go Najee.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, you know what? This is already one of those really kind of close calls. I think this does push Najee over the edge here. I think he gets more involved. So and somehow, again, last week, he was the guy catching passes, not Jaylen Warren. It got, I think 6 receptions. I'm going to go Najee, yes. Murray or Winston? I'm saying Murray.
Yeah, Murray.
Oh, what about Juan Wick? Jaylen Warren or Braylon Allen?
I'll still go Braylon Allen here. I mean, maybe Pickens being out gives Jaylen Warren a bump, but maybe it doesn't.
No, in this one, I agree. Go Braylon Allen. You know who gets the bump? It's Cordero Patterson.
Sad, but it probably will be.
Brandon Sky needs 2. Charbonnet, Swift, Pollard, Aaron Jones.
Man. Wow, I do like Swift this week, but I also like Pollard. I think I'm going to go Charbonnet and Pollard here.
I'm putting Swift last ahead of this group. Again, I don't have great confidence in Charbonnet. I just don't. Again, it's the Seattle offense. I like Aaron Jones the best. Actually, I think I like Pollard next. I'm going to go Jones and Pollard. Sorry, Brandon. Duval Dan. Half PPR. McCormick, Gus, Hunt.
Yeah, I'll just gamble on McCormick here.
Yeah. And then Judy or Keenan Allen.
I think you got to go Keenan. I know it's tough to bench Judy, but Keenan in a better spot.
Yeah, that is tough. Keenan has been rolling. Okay, John Caraballo, Pacheco, Smith, or Ingram in the flex. It's do or die.
Yeah, if it's full PPR, I'll go Devonta Smith. If it's non-PPR, I'll go Pacheco.
Yep, agree with that. So we kind of did this earlier, but a little bit more clarification. This is Gwen. Remember Gwen? Needs Myers or Judy at the flex.
Jacoby. Jacoby is just in a smash spot this week.
Yeah, got to be Myers. And then Lamar on bye, picked up Russ, but James is available. Stack Jameis and Judy, but Myers is not out.
Yeah, Myers isn't out. I guess I go Jameis over Russ now. I would honestly say if Aiden O'Connell is still out there, I'd probably go him over Jameis. For anybody asking, I just think he actually somehow has less risk than Jameis, and he's in a better matchup.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at waivers, you might have somebody else. Anybody else streamable? I doubt Caleb Williams is out there, but I would go him if he happens to be available. He might be. I mean, if nobody picked up Jameis after throwing for 400 yards, then maybe nobody picked up Caleb Williams either. All right, teeny little super guy. Tua or Darnold?
Darnold. I like Darnold this week.
Yes, go Darnold here. Okay, that was Brandon asked the same question. I think this is the same one we already did, so we'll keep going. Ivan Rebollar, the membership. Neighbors limited. Garrett Wilson or Jonathan Brooks?
Oh, but you can't go Jonathan Brooks. But man, I don't love Garrett Wilson. I think I probably still go Neighbors here because I feel like when they're probably gonna just limit Neighbors to like passing plays, which means he'll probably still get a decent amount of targets. Like, I mean, Garrett Will, it's not like I'm excited for Garrett Wilson or Jonathan Brooks. I probably still go Neighbors here. Just hate it.
I don't know. With these choices, I'm probably just starting Garrett Wilson. So at least I feel like, he shouldn't get you an absolute zero. I mean, I don't want to start Garrett Wilson, but I probably want to start Neighbors less. Both are risky. Next we got John Caraballo with a different one. Devontae Smith, McConkey, Auden, MVS, Ridley, or Algier. Pick 3. Still do or die.
I'm going to go Ridley. When did that? Yeah, it's really annoying that it's Sunday night for McConkey because I really Ridley, MVS. Oh, man. I mean, I just really want to play McConkey because I don't want to play Auden or Devonta Smith. But if McConkey's out, you don't have anybody. So I guess Devonta Smith.
Yeah, I think you have to try Devonta Smith here because it's very risky with McConkey right now. True game time decision doesn't usually wind up good, even if he does play. So Ridley, MVS, Devonta Smith. Jay, 8-man, full PPR, needs 2 receivers, running back flex, Kyron Jones, AJB, Myers, Lamb, Braylon Allen, BTJ, Metcalf. Could pick up Charbonnet. I don't think you need to.
No. All right. 2 wide receivers are going to be AJ Brown. Wow. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to play AJ Brown, Myers, and Lamb.
Yeah.
So my running back is going to be Kyron. AJ Brown, Myers, Lamb with Kyron at running back. And then give me 1 second here.
There you go.
I got that right? He needs a wide receiver, running back, and
well, it says 2 receiver, and then it just says RB flex. I assume 1 of each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, well, he says he needs 2 wide receivers, so I assume he needed 2 wide receiver and a flex.
And an RB.
But if you don't need 2 wide receivers and a flex, if you only need 1 wide receiver and a flex, then I'm Kyron is my running back for sure. I would probably rank him AJ Brown, Lamb, Myers. Although I kind of want to rank him Lamb, Myers, AJ Brown, honestly.
Oh, that's fine.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to rank him Lamb, Myers, AJ Brown. Screw it. It's do or die. We can't be waiting around for AJ Brown to have that big game and never.
No, it's been a while.
I'm going to rank him Lamb, Myers, AJ Brown, Kyron at running back. So
there you go.
And you don't need Charbonnet.
No.
I mean, you can pick him up if you want, but you're not starting him with this team.
All right, Jay, you got it. Tarsha, Lawson, Werner, welcome back. 1 receiver, Westbrook, Akine, Mooney, or Devonta Smith.
I like Mooney this week, but I don't think you can bench Westbrook, Akine against the Jags. Too good of a spot.
Words did not think you would say this year.
No, definitely not.
Joe Hill, 10-team standard emergency RB situation. All right, when you break the glass, what are you reaching for? Ray Davis, Jonathan Brooks, or Sincere McCormick?
Sincere McCormick. At least he'll get the touches.
There you go. Sincere it is for the win. Roberto Ventura, 1 running back, 1 flex. DJ Moore, Waddle, Swift, Tracy Allen.
I'm going Tracy at running back and DJ Moore at flex.
Yeah, DJ Moore is one I feel the best about here. And again, assuming that's Braylon Allen. If it's Braylon Allen, I'll go Tyron Tracy at running back as well. YMC. Where's the A? Charbonnet, Tracy Mooney needs 2.
Tracy and Charbonnet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind Mooney this week, but he's definitely not a sure thing. So let's go with the 2 running backs you're getting touches here. John Caraballo now with a QB question.
But you can't play Anthony Richardson because he's going to get you a big fat 0 this week. So let's go Levis.
This is an easy one. It's definitely Will Levis. Jim D. Tua, no sauce. Kyler or Mahomes?
I'm still going Kyler here. Maybe I'm irrationally high on the Cardinals this week, but I'm going Kyler.
No, I'll go Kyler here as much as I don't trust him because bad matchups for Tua and Mahomes don't feel like they're great games in store. Dean Gonzalez Jr. needs to start 2 between Debo, Hubbard, or Hawk.
Oh, man. I'm going to go Debo. I'm going to go Debo and Hawk.
Debo and Hawk it is. No, I think I'm good with that too. Can't feel great about Hubbard. And then one between Jennings, Garrett Wilson, Ingram, or Mooney.
I'm going to go Mooney here.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that Pickens is out, but
yep,
happens. T. Davis, Caleb, Kyler, or do I dare Levis?
Nah, I just go with Kyler.
Yeah, don't dare.
I wouldn't even. Kyler. I would go Caleb over Levis. If you're like, don't want to go Kyler, fine, go Caleb.
Yeah, which is almost as good. I mean, I like Caleb a lot this week, but Kyler's probably your best bet. Freddie Marcel, Rachaad White, Sincere McCormick.
Rachaad White.
I do like Sincere, but I don't know if I could put him over White. Probably still go White. JSN it's JSN. Pickens is out, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pickens out.
But it makes your decision easy. Ryan Gracie, Bucky, Connor, and Garendo, which 2?
I'm benching Connor here. Bucky and Garendo.
Yeah, almost pretty easily. Not starting Connor. Bucky and Garendo it is. All right, yeah, thank you, Tarsha. Good luck to everyone. Exactly.
Yes,
we're still playing catch up here, but we're getting there. So again, if you super chat in the last 40 minutes, then make sure to just hang on. We haven't skipped you. That's funny, Silicon Valley. That's a super duper chat. So like jumps you to the very top of the line. I like that.
Yeah,
we need that. B9264, Purdy or Russ?
Oh, I might just go. Man, I really don't like Purdy this week against the Bills, but no. I might just go Purdy. I might go Purdy now. At least he's got Jennings and Debo and Kittle.
Yeah, I really am definitely worried about Russ now with no Pickens. Let's go Purdy. Pacheco or Garendo?
Garendo.
And then Judy Moore or Jonnu?
Well, if that's DJ Moore, I'm going DJ Moore. If it's Elijah Moore, I'm going Judy.
Right. That definitely matters. Hopefully it's DJ Moore. You can go DJ Moore. If not, then go Judy. Cody got a defense question. Saints or Titans?
Got to go Saints against Drew Lock with the limited Malik Neighbors. Saints.
Yeah, this got a little bit easier because of Neighbors. All right, now we have Joe Estrada. Welcome back in. Thank you, Joe. With Ladd, game time decision, putting him in the flex, possibly starting Garrett Wilson, Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, or Jonathan Brooks. Could pick up Elijah Moore or Sincere McCormick.
Nah, I would probably just go with Nick Westbrook-Ikhine against the Jags. Not risk it.
Yeah, again, I know we want Ladd in there, but it's a true game time decision. That means he's definitely not healthy. It's too risky. Right. You can't be stuck. If this is a must win, did he say it was a must win? No. Most of these are must wins, but you definitely want to win. Let's go Westbrook Akine. He's in a good spot. MM17, non-PPR Westbrook Akine, MVS.
Spider-Man meme, but I'm going Westbrook Akine against the Jags.
Sure, like the same guy.
Yep.
But the difference is technically, I can't believe that this is a fact. MVS is the number 1 receiver for the Saints. He is.
Yeah.
Westbrook Akine is the number 2 behind Ridley. So Ferguson, Gray, or Disley?
Ferg.
Yeah, definitely Ferg here. Oh, okay, good. That makes me feel better. Joe Estrada said it's for seeding. It's not a must-win.
Okay. All right, that's good.
Good. But, that doesn't necessarily change the decision. STG212. Good morning. Half PPR. Needs 1 running back 2 and a flex. Sharp, Braylon Allen, Najee.
I'm going to go Sharp and Najee. I feel like Najee's going to get another bump this week with no Pickens. They're just going to try to run the ball. Sharp and Najee.
Yes. Definitely like Najee a little bit better this week. I mean, he was already solid. Bill Ciartino. Start Cousins. Rodgers or pick up Winston?
I'll just pick up Winston.
Yeah, not either. I hope you don't have Rodgers. Come on. Winston here. ADD Venture. Thielen. Tyreek. Cooper. Coleman. Judy. Addison. Pollard. Rashad White. 2 receivers. 1 running back. 1 flex.
All right, I'm going to go Tyreek and doesn't say the scoring here, but I think I'm going to go Tyreek, Judy, and Addison. Although I do like Pollard. Oh, man. Actually, I might go Tyreek, Judy, Pollard. Well, you need a running back. Okay, so Pollard at running back. Oh, 2 wide receivers, running back, 1 flex. Okay, perfect. Tyreek, Judy, Addison, Pollard. Perfect. Easy. Done.
Yeah, Pollard at the running back, Tyreek. And the Bills receivers just no.
I mean, Coleman at game time. Amari Cooper's best contribution to the Bills is pitching the ball to Josh Allen for a touchdown in the snow.
Basically. Okay, so it was Pollard at running back, Judy and Tyreek at receiver, and Addison at the flex.
Yeah.
There you go. Jim D. With no Pickens, Mooney, Odunze, Worthy, or MVS?
Mooney.
I like Mooney as well. Chris Laborde. Okay. Going to something unexpected here. He said, guess my record. Rate this team in standard. Team Hurts. Well, Pickens, Jettis, Barkley, Jacobs, McBride, Bucky, Bates, Cards. On the bench is Terry Walker, B-Rob, Charbonnet. No trades. Okay.
What week we played 13 games. I'm gonna say 8 and 5 because I feel like obviously Barkley's been carrying you. Jacobs was kind of up and down early. Pickens was kind of up and down early. Jettas was great, and then he kind of fell off a little bit. Bucky didn't really come on till lately. I'm gonna say either 8 and 5 or 9 and 4.
He says it's his best team. And yeah, you have some studs there. I'll say it's a 9-win team as well. Rate this team for a 10-team league right now. I mean, I know Pickens not playing this week, but still, this is probably at least a solid 8-5. Got Terry on the bench.
Yeah, you got Terry on the bench. I mean, you got Bucky, Barkley. You got Barkley. Yeah, this is probably a 9 rest of the season. This is definitely a team that could win it all.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I hope you're going to tell us what your record is. You can't leave us hanging. Felix Tav, Shakir, or Westbrook Akine?
I think you got to go Westbrook Akine for the upside. Shakir gives you a safer floor, but Westbrook Akine more upside.
Always chase upside. Nathan Miller. Yeah, happy holidays.
Yes.
Walker Pickens out.
Can't do Pickens now. Oh, yeah, they're both out.
A flex and a receiver. Got Akine, Calvin Austin, Elijah Moore as options.
All right, I'm going to go Akine at wide receiver, and I think I'm just going to go Elijah Moore at wide receiver, or I mean at flex or whatever. I just feel better. Like he'll get more targets. He'll give me a floor. Calvin Austin's still very boom bust.
Would that tempt you to play Levis to stack with Westbrook-Ikine over Stafford?
I mean, I might play I'd probably play Levis over Stafford regardless because Stafford has to go against the Bills this week. So I'll just go with Levis against the Jags.
Yeah, exactly. Not because you don't get extra points for stacking, but just because Stafford's in a tough spot.
Yes.
All right. Good luck. All right, here we go. Chris Laborde again. Levis, another Levis question, or Russ?
This would have easily been Russ, but now I think I'm just going to go Levis.
Yeah. I can't believe it. We just said yes to Will Levis twice in a row. He does get the Jags. Flirtsy, welcome back. Bye week apocalypse, aka the Bipocalypse, needs help. QB and receiver and flex. Okay, oh my God. Are we going to say no? We're not. 3 straight Will Levis questions. But we can say no. Here. Levis or Caleb?
Here I'm going to go Caleb. Yeah, here I'm going to go Caleb.
That would have been like the actual apocalypse if we say yes to Will Levis 3 straight times.
Yeah.
Wide receiver and flex, Elijah, Dunze Warren, Keon Coleman.
Elijah Moore, wide receiver. I might just flex Jaylen Warren.
Yeah, that's fine. Warren and Elijah. And Titans or Bears?
Bears against 49ers? Nah, I'll just go Titans against Mac.
Titans. Yeah, let's go Titans. Oh, and PSA for those, again, who don't know, whoever Boomer is streaming a defense, bad news. He's going with the Falcons.
All right.
Take that for what it's worth.
I don't think anybody's streaming the Falcons against the Vikings this week, but you never know.
Yeah, I was gonna say what is their I actually want to check now what's their ownership rate. Their start rate's like 2%. Arvin needs a flex, Pacheco, McConkey, Garendo, or Swift.
Let's just go Garendo here and not risk it with McConkey.
Yeah. I'm glad Garendo is in there at least. Good option.
Yep.
Rusty Shackelford. Sharber, Braylon Allen, which backup running back?
Charbonnet.
Yes, going Charbonnet here. And then let's see. Yes, Pickens is out. Jason Mraz. So with Pickens out, Calvin Austin, but
if he's all you got, he's all you got.
Yeah, I don't see a part 2 to this question. So I mean, he's not the worst choice. They'll probably have to take more shots to him at least. So Calvin Austin is fine if he's all you got. Okay, Tarsha now says that somebody dropped Ferguson. Would you play him over Cade Otton?
Definitely.
Yeah. It's just odd. Why do people like, oh, he's cleared, he's playing. Okay, I'll drop him.
I know.
JR65, D Smith, D Hop, Westbrook-Ikine, Adams, or Shakir, just one.
I think I'm just gonna go Westbrook-Ikine. Shakir is your floor play, but Westbrook-Ikine has the upside this week.
Yeah, I don't know. These guys are all kind of lumped into the should be better, but you really don't want to play them this week kind of thing. I just go Shakir. Edgar Padilla with Pickens out in standard. Debo, Malik Worthy, Coleman Cooks, Quentin.
In standard, I'm going Debo. I can't bench Debo for these guys. Just give me Debo and I'll take whatever he gives me.
Yeah. Yeah, just go Debo here. Leandro Fonz with no Pickens. Go Keenan Allen over D-Hop.
Yeah.
Or D-Hop. Yeah.
I think maybe that's supposed to, I don't know if that's supposed to be Odunze or over, but it doesn't matter. I'm going Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Keenan Allen is the one. Is this okay? Gwen with another one. Pickens out, drop Russ.
Caleb.
So Winston, Caleb, Levis.
Caleb. I like Caleb this week. Let's go Caleb.
Playing Myers over Judy. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Starting Chase, Higgins, Brown, Pacheco, Myers, and Johnny. That looks good.
What about Pacheco? You don't have anybody better over Pacheco? I mean, if he's all you got, he's all you got. Not my favorite this week, but everything else looks good.
Yeah, but definitely want Myers in there, and Caleb is definitely over Russ now. Okay, and then we might have to go back here. Amy says messed up, needs 2 receivers and 1 running back.
Okay. All right, let's see if I can find her.
Let's see. There's Gwen's Desert Yeti.
Right here. All right, what does she need?
The spam bots are out. They're in full force today. Sorry, I lost my place now. Here we go. Amy needs. Wait, why don't I see it now? Here we go. 2 receivers and 1 running back. So
well, we did that.
I think that's what it says.
Yeah, that's what it said.
The 1 running back was Chase Brown. The 2 receivers, we said Cup and Lamb.
Yeah, and then it was between London and Kyron at the flex.
Okay.
And I think we said London in full PPR, but man, that's really close.
Got it. Yvonne, who would you line up? Stafford, Levis, Winston, or Carr?
I think I'm going to go Winston here and chase the upside. Levis is safer, which is crazy to say, but Levis is safer if you want safety.
Who wants safety? We want Jameson there. Spice things up. Okay, a couple super chats here. No question attached. Brian Boykin. Here we go. Full PPR, Geno, Jameis, Levis. Same thing here.
I think I'm going to go Geno. And then you can stack them with DK Metcalf.
That is true. That is true. At least Geno. Look, and maybe they do have to pass the ball more with no Walker. I don't love this weekend. I don't love the Seahawks, but it's not bad. All right, then Bryant Bird. Oh, yeah, DK definitely. Is Pickens out?
Pickens is out.
Out.
Last minute inactive, unfortunately.
So Bryant had dropped a super chat. Let's see if there's another question. Here we go. So Russ or Kyler?
Well, it was Kyler even with Pickens, but now it's definitely Kyler.
Yeah, we did talk a lot about Russ. I liked Russ a lot during the QB start sit video, but I didn't know Pickens was going to miss. Okay, we have Christos Karasulis. Needs 2. Calvin Austin, Noah Gray, or Juwan Johnson.
I'm just going to go Austin and Johnson. I don't really want to put – like Noah Gray's fine if you need a streaming tight end, but that's it. Austin and Johnson.
Agree. Austin and Johnson it is. Rusty. Ferg or Muth?
Although I do like Muth, but I still got to go Ferg against the Bengals. Give me Ferg.
That gets tough now with Muth maybe getting more targets, but come on. How many targets really is Freiermuth going to get? I think I'm going to go with the matchup in Ferguson as well. Nemesis. What about Muth over Hawk?
Ooh, I think I do go Muth over Hawk.
Yeah, this is where it gets close. Hawkinson has been fine, but, he hasn't had a lot of upside lately. I think go Muth here. Gerardo Boteo needs 2 running backs. Tracy, Pacheco, Charbonnet.
Not Pacheco. Tracy and Charbonnet.
Yep. And then flex MVS, Auden, Pacheco, Charbonnet.
Charbonnet.
Yeah, this must be a different team or something.
Although I will say, Lad looking very doubtful, so I might just put MVS in over Lad, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have Lad in your lineup, I think you probably should move him out.
It's just going to be really annoying if Lad plays and goes off.
Yeah, it usually doesn't work that way. Usually we think a guy's playing and then he doesn't, like the Nico Collins thing. But yeah,
True.
Marquise White, Westbrook Ikine or D-Hop?
I think you got to go Westbrook Ikine. More upside right now. Good matchup.
CB420 Brown. Also got McBride in the flex. Okay. Needs 3. Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, JSN, Tyreek Hill, MVS.
I'm going to go Chase, JSN, and Tyreek Hill.
Yes. Needs 2 running backs: Chase Brown, Allen, Charbonnet, Gus.
Chase Brown and Charbonnet.
Most of these guys picked up through. Okay. Yeah. They're pretty easy there. Eddie Johnson with no Pickens, Calvin Austin, or Westbrook Ikine?
Nah, give me Westbrook Ikine. They're both gambles, but Westbrook Ikine has been scoring. He gets a great matchup this week.
Right. Still give the edge to Westbrook Ikine. Vincent now in another league. Judy or Ridley?
Got to go Ridley against the Jags.
Yeah, like Ridley a lot this week. Julio Espinoza needs a running back and a flex between Sharp, Guerrero, Ladd, or Jennings.
Man, I think I'm just going to go Charbonnet and Guerrero and just not risk it with Ladd, unfortunately. Charbonnet and Guerrero.
Yeah, again, you can't take a 0, especially this late in the season. If you need to win, it's just too risky. And again, it doesn't sound good for Ladd. Irene Worthy, thank you for all your help. Thank you for being here all year.
Yes.
Here we go. Must win. Let's get it right. Tyrone Tracy, Devontae Smith for the flex. Or
yeah, don't risk it with McConkey. Just go Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah. I do like Tyrone Tracy this week, so it makes me feel better about this decision. You can't feel great having those 2 stud receivers on your bench, but that's the way it is. Powerhouse also must win. MVS or Elijah Moore, who's going to help get the win?
I mean, if you want the floor, you go Elijah Moore. If you want the upside, you go MVS. Let's shoot for the upside. Let's go MVS.
Yeah. You've got to think, even though there's never a world where Marquez Valdez-Scantling will be a target hog, you got to think they're going to try to get on the ball more with no Taysom Hill, right? They're going to keep taking those deep shots. So, Jordy, Williams or Herbert?
Williams.
Definitely like Williams. Sharps or Tracy?
I'm going to go Charbonnet here.
Well, fortunately, I'm going to go Tracy. So, Jordy, it's up to you. Billy Joe, Rico or Bucky?
Gotta go Bucky. Can't bench Bucky right now.
Ridley or
although I would bench him for Ridley if it's full PPR only. If it's half or non, I'm still going Bucky.
Right. If it's PPR, I would go Ridley over Bucky, but Bucky over Rico. All right. Done with questions this week. All right. Well, good luck.
Nice.
Hopefully, take home the
Good
win.
luck.
And then we have Maine Chandler. Guerrero or Aaron Jones needs unlimited upside.
Don't we all? I like Guerrero. I like Guerrero this week.
There's probably a limit to all of their upsides, but
yes.
This is tough. I do like Aaron Jones. I think he should have a good game, but that's fine. Let's go Guerrero for the upside. Arthur Swanson. Yeah, Kincaid has been a no-show all season. Yeah, you need a guy. He's not your guy.
Yeah, but he's not.
Okay.
He's not going to make my top 10 bust list, but he's going to be in my honorable mentions.
Man, not even at top 10 bust. Well,
that's how brutal. Only because he was. What was he, like a 5th, 6th round pick? Like, okay, yeah, that's bad,
right.
But
well,
yeah.
I
don't think I don't even think he was the biggest bust at tight end. But I won't tell you who I think it is.
Oh, I think I know. But as far as my personal preseason calls and picks, he's definitely top 10. Zamir White, Kamani Vidal, Dalton Kincaid. Those are my big L's. Ravine Seju. Half PPR needs 2 flex and a running back. Braylon, Sharps, McConkey, Hawk, D-Hop, Westbrook, Ikine.
He's 2. Okay, I'm gonna go Charbonnet.
Hold on, I just kind of Mick C could be McConkey or it could be McCormick since you're McCormick.
Well, I'm probably not playing either one, so it's probably fine. Charbonnet at running back. I'm gonna go Westbrook Ikine. Although I will say, if that is Ladd McConkey, because you have D-Hop, I will. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go Charbonnet, Westbrook Ikine, and Braylon Allen. I was thinking about waiting for McConkey and then pivoting to D-Hop, but I just don't love D-Hop this week. So I'm going to go Charbonnet, Braylon Allen, Westbrook Ikine.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet here. All right, the first two and the last one. Zachary. Myers, Najee, Swift, Mooney, and the flex.
Myers.
Yes. Myers is in. He's good. I think you got to play Myers.
Irrationally high on Myers this week.
I am way all in on Myers. Rest of the season. Brado blends. Pick one. Moore, Neighbors, Jennings.
Assuming
PPR.
that's DJ Moore, it's DJ Moore. If it's Elijah Moore, I'll go Jennings.
Right. Non-PPR, Chuba or Abdullah.
I'll still go Chuba here.
Yeah. Because Abdullah is more just a pass catching back, and non-PPR doesn't help you as much. Front Street Mopars. 1 QB, 1 receiver, 2 flex. Okay, Kyler or Baker?
Baker. Actually, I'm going to go Baker over Kyler this week.
Yeah, I'm going to go Baker as well. Jennings, Devontae, Charbonnet, BTJ, Worthy, I think, and Leggett. Receiver.
You always do have to be worried about Worthy. What do we need here? 1 wide receiver, 2 flex. I'm going to go Jennings at wide receiver. I'm going to flex Charbonnet. And I think I'll still gamble on BTJ. So Jennings, Charbonnet, and BTJ.
Yeah, Charbonnet is my first pick here. He's a flex. Jennings, and then I wonder BTJ or Devontae. Go BTJ as well. He could make a big play. Alam. Judy over Lamb.
No, Lamb is going against that Bengals defense. I'm gonna risk it with Lamb. I know it's a little risky with the shoulder, but man, that's he could smash this week.
Yeah, like if this was like a lad situation, if it was a game time decision.
Whoops. I was trying to ban that and it moved.
Yeah.
Definitely do not want that on the screen.
Yeah, they're all out today, man. This, like you said, we know we've arrived when the spam bots invade the chat.
Yeah, we're here. We're on this guy. There we go.
Yeah. So Judy over Lamb. No, only if Lamb was like a true game time decision, but he's playing. You got to play. All right, Tim Spratling. Half PPR, pick 2. Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Brian Thomas, DeAndre Swift.
I'm gonna go Harrison and DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, that sounds good. Half peak. Okay, so pick 2, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Juwan Jennings. Who sits?
I'm sitting Waddle even against the Jets.
Yes. Yes, we are. All right. Money Mitch. Tua or Darnold?
Darnold.
RB2 is Irving. Do I keep him there? Flex Garendo or Allen?
Yes, keep Irving at RB2 and flex Garendo.
Or flex Jennings and play? No.
Nah. Irving and Garendo.
Yeah. Irving RB2, Garendo flex. There you go. Man, they're like crazy. And I like how every time they join, it's a different color.
Yeah, I don't know how these
Phil, the real deal. Pickens, no. Pickens is out. That's what he's saying. MVS or Westbrook Akine?
I'm going Westbrook Akine against the Jags.
Yeah, and then D-Hop, Westbrook Akine, or D-Hop.
I think I still go Westbrook here, more upside.
D-Hop. Oh, there was 2 D-Hops.
Wait, Tracy's on your bench? Well, that's wide receiver 2. I would flex Tracy over both those guys personally.
Oh, I see. He's saying D-Hop and flex. Yeah, so let's flex Tracy instead.
Yeah.
So basically you're sitting D-Hop. Descript TLP. Knox, Juwan Johnson, or Freiermuth?
I'm going Freiermuth.
Going Freiermuth too. Let's go to Kevin Maldonado. Waddle, Addison, Hubbard, or Chubb? Full flex.
I'm going Addison here. I like Addison this week.
Yeah, I don't love those running backs in full PPR. Can't trust Waddle. Isaiah Gadsden, starter Doomsday. Well, Moore's not out, so no. Braylon Allen, the flex.
Nah, I go DJ Moore here. Or if it's between Odunze and Braylon Allen, I go Braylon Allen.
Yeah, I think the thought was could flex Odunze but
okay.
No, Moore's playing.
Yeah.
So flex Braylon. Chris Laborde, you still have not told us what your record is.
Yes.
Harrison or Jennings?
Harrison.
Definitely Harrison. Corey Jones, McBride or Bucky in PPR?
I gotta go Bucky still.
Yeah. At least he scores touchdowns. Flexing Mooney or Devontae?
Mooney.
Yeah, go Mooney. Send it Army. 12-teamer, full PPR. Needs to start 2 out of 4. Hopkins, Cooper, Moore, Abdullah. Again, guys, if it's a Moore, tell us which Moore it is because there are 2 Moores.
Yeah, but in this case, I don't even think it matters. I'm just going to go D-Hop and Moore. Even if it's Elijah Moore, I'm not starting Cooper or Abdullah over him. D-Hop and Moore.
Right. Tampa Bay or Dallas for defense?
You can't go Dallas against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. You got to go Tampa Bay.
Dallas might legit be the lowest ranked defense on the slate this week. Yeah. No. It's definitely Tampa. Okay, I'll pick this one. It's funny. Pass the mic karaoke. That sounds like a nightmare. Cup or Bucky in the flex?
Oh, PPR Cup, half or non-Bucky.
All right. Okay, Cup. Derek Zhang, Jacoby Myers or Jerry Jeudy?
Jacoby.
It is Jacoby. He's borderline must start. Jim D with no Pickens got Calvin Austin, but between him, Mooney, Odunze, Worthy, or MVS.
I'm just going to go Mooney here. Good matchup for him. Let's go, Kirk. Don't be terrible.
True. Blasted. Full PPR, 2 receivers, 1 running back, 1 flex. Higgins, Myers, Pollard, Irving, Lamb, Jennings. Lamb feels risky. Well, maybe.
I mean, they're all risky, but I'm going 2 wide receiver, 1 running back flex is easy for me. Higgins, Myers, Lamb with Bucky at running back.
Yeah, I think you have to start Lamb this week. I mean, you can't say Jennings is not risky.
Exactly.
Okay. Joey Del Rosario. Do you bench Harrison for Jeudy? No.
Nah, because even if Harrison scores a touchdown, if that's like all the Cardinals get is that 1 touchdown, the Seattle D can still be good.
Yeah, I'm not going to base the lineup decision on a defense ever, but also just got to go Harrison over Jeudy anyways. Derek Zhang, now Kyler Murray or Caleb Williams?
Kyler.
Yeah, this one's close for me, but I will give the edge to Kyler. Austin Gorman, pick one. Jeudy Sharp, Allen, again, assuming that's Braylon Allen, Nick Westbrook, Akine, Garrett Wilson.
I'm going Charbonnet here.
Jeudy Charbonnet, Allen Westbrook. Yeah, I wish I had more faith in Charbonnet. I feel like Jeudy at least has a floor. I don't know. I might go Jeudy. Okay, we got Stacy Katnack. Welcome, Stacy. Full PPR. Needs to start receivers in 1 flex out of these 4. Mooney, Akine, Devontae Adams, Shakir.
I'm going to go Mooney and Westbrook. Westbrook, Akine.
Is it 2 receivers and 1 flex? Is that what it is?
Okay, if you need another receiver, it's Shakir. So I'm going to rank them Mooney, Akine, Shakir, Adams.
Yeah, totally fine putting Adams last. John Caraballo, Levis or Darnold.
Darnold.
Tarsha was going to play Russ. Tua or Purdy?
Tua. Yeah, and Tua over Russ now.
Pick 2, A.J. Brown, Ridley, Jennings, Jeudy.
First 2.
11-2. Very nice.
I mean, you're 11-2. I'm guessing this is not a must-win, so that's a nice thing.
Right. Exactly. Always feels nice to go into the playoffs knowing that you're good. Okay. Silicon Valley Athletics with another. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Got Allen, Chase, Metcalf, Bucky, Sharps, Hawkinson needs help at flex. Pacheco, Jeudy, keep as is.
Definitely going Jeudy here. And I would keep what you have as is. I'm not putting Pacheco in over those running backs, but Judy at flex.
Yeah, it's a good lineup. Chase, McCaffrey. Yeah, you're good. And this is why you stay proactive on waivers, right? Picking up guys you just got in the last couple of weeks, you're already starting them. All right, Silicon, good luck. Joe Alpredi, Dowdle, Aaron Jones Sr. Or as Garendo, pick 2.
I'm going Garendo and Dowdle. I might be irrationally low on Aaron Jones.
Maybe. Yeah, like Dowdle is risky, but there's high upside here. Sure, let's go Garendo and Dowdle. Dame Dilla, Abdullah, Chubb, Braylon. Says better combo. Like you need to.
I don't know what you mean by better combo here, but I would probably. I mean, Braylon Allen would be number 1 for me. I think Nick Chubb would be number 2. I think I would rank him Allen, Chubb, Abdullah. I don't know what you mean by better combo.
Yeah, if you need to, it's Allen, and then you go Abdullah over Chubb?
No, I go Chubb.
No, I was like, can't go over Chubb. I'm not that low on Chubb. Okay, Abdullah, Allen, Chubb, Abdullah. That's the word.
Yeah.
Nevin, must win. Westbrook, Keenan, Calvin, Austin, or Chuba.
Let's just gamble on Westbrook Akine. He gets the Jags this week.
There you go. Tyson, DeMahie, Swift, Braylon Allen, Charbonnet, or Keenan Allen.
If it's full PPR, I'm going Keenan. If it's half or non, I'm going Charbonnet.
Yeah, I want to put Keenan in there. So let's assume and hope it's Keenan. Jiffy, 23, needs 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a flex. Rico Harris, I guess Charbonnet, Garendo. Judy, Jason, Wilson, Westbrook. Playoffs already started.
Dumb. All right, 2 running backs are going to be Garendo and Rico. 2 wide receivers are going to be Judy, Westbrook, Akine, and I'm going to flex Charbonnet.
There you go. All right. Good luck in your playoffs. I really should have started next week. Rough times. Right. Pick 2, Najee, Devontae, Jacoby.
Not Devontae. I'm going Najee and Jacoby.
Yeah, for sure there. Jackson Merriman. Sit 1, Tracy, Braylon, Charbonnet, or Irving.
I'm sitting Braylon Allen here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice that you have all those options, though. It can tell you've been active, proactive. This is, again, you have these choices. You're not having to run out and throw Tank Bigsby in your line. Seth Swirsky's back. What's up, Seth? Needs a dart throw. Ugh. Parker Washington, Alan Lazard, Noah Gray, Sterling Shepard, or D-Rob.
Let's just go Parker Washington. That Titan secondary is banged up. Let's hope he gets a bunch of targets again.
Yeah. Look, when it comes to something like this, try to chase whatever kind of target share there is. Parker Washington actually led the Jags in targets last week. Not saying it'll happen this week, but you know he will get targeted. So it's Washington. All right, Seth, good luck. John, Hydrolabs needs 2. Amari, Debo, MVS, Westbrook, Akine, Ridley.
Ridley and Westbrook Akine.
Been saying it all week. I've seen yes to Nick Westbrook Akine way more than I ever felt comfortable with.
Yes, for sure.
Gwen P with another. O'Connell or Caleb.
Caleb.
Got Myers. Did that tempt you?
No. Just go with the guy I think is going to get more points, and that's Caleb. I do like Aiden O'Connell this week, though, but I like Caleb.
Yeah, and look, I mentioned O'Connell in the waivers, but that's more like super flex. I'm down, desperate at QB. My guy's on bye, but Caleb is a very good option still. Got Caleb over him. Jim D, Calvin Austin or Elijah Moore or Mooney.
Mooney. Going Mooney here.
Yeah. Eric Para, pick 2, Neighbors, Judy, Ridley.
Judy and Ridley.
Yeah, I don't think you can start Neighbors. It's way too risky. And you got 2. These are 2 good options. All right, Eric. So it's Judy and Ridley. Jesse De Leon must win. Pick 2, Connor, MHJ, BTJ, Braylon, Bucky.
Bucky and Marvin Harrison are going to be my 2, Jesse.
There you go. All right, guys, just so you know, we got 15 minutes till kickoff. We're catching up on super chats, so hang tight. I know I hate to fly through these, but we got to make sure everybody gets answered. Nicolas Taflambas, pick 2.
Oh.
Shar, Braylon Allen, Tracy Bucky.
I'm going to go Bucky Charbonnet, but it's very close between Charbonnet and Tracy for me.
It is. Bucky is the strongest start here. I still am going to go Tracy over Charbonnet. You know, it's funny. We usually have like at least one or two players where like we have the same question. There's 4 running backs. We have the same questions over and over and over again.
Yep.
That's what makes it fun. AJ Fisk, Jennings or Harrison?
Harrison.
Harrison it is. Juice. Asking, oh, sure you are. Asking for a friend. Should he wait for McConkey and play Tolbert or Jennings or Devontae Adams?
I think I just go Jennings. I know Tolbert is interesting because it's the Bengals, but I'll just go. It's Cooper Rush. I'll just go Jennings.
Yeah, waiting for McConkey's I think too risky. So let's go Jennings. Jiggy Saint, Jennings, MVS or Calvin Austin?
Man, I think I go Jennings here, but MVS if you want to just gamble on the upside. But I think I go Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings should be fine this week. He should do something, right? Something. Aaron Jones or Davis. I don't know if that's Ray Davis or Isaiah Davis. It doesn't matter. You can't be this low on Aaron Jones.
I'm not this irrationally low on Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones.
Okay, good. Dave Henderson. Myers over DK.
Yep, I'm Myers over DK this week. Yeah, you can play Myers and Brock Bowers. That's both fine. They were both great last week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're a ton of targets. Okay, so yes, to Myers, and then Phil Leva, Judy, Metcalf, Harrison, or BTJ needs 2.
I'm going to go Metcalf Harrison as tough as it is to bench Judy.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go Metcalf and Harrison. Still have big game upside. Keith Vines, what's up? Jennings, London, MVS, Barkley, Hubbard, Brooks, Pacheco, Thielen, Allen. Oh, okay. The bench is Brooks, Pacheco, and Thielen.
Yeah, whatever Allen that is, whether it's Keenan or Braylon, I'm playing him over Chuba. Everything else looks good. Although if that's Keenan Allen, but I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. Whatever Allen that is, I'm playing him over Chuba.
Yeah, the problem, if it's Braylon Allen, you put him over Chuba. If that's your RB2 spot, then you can't. But I would go Keenan. If it is Keenan Allen, I put Keenan Allen over MVS, right?
Yeah.
If it's the RB2, if it's Keenan Allen, hypothetically, would you go Pacheco over Hubbard?
I might this week. That one's close.
All right. So whatever Allen is, get him in your lineup and probably sit Chuba. The Weather Beast is in the house. What is up?
What's up, Keith?
Everyone, yes, like and subscribe. Keith's going to be with us tomorrow. Done with okay. We have an announcement here. He's done with the Packers receivers. Join the club.
Join the club of everybody.
Done. Jaden Reed is on the list. The list, do not draft ever again for personal reasons.
Yes.
Jenga, Sharbs or Swift?
Sharbs
it is. Mac P, thank you. Full PPR. We need 3. Neighbors, Shakir, D-Hop, MVS, Parker, Washington.
I'm going to go Shakir, D-Hop, and MVS.
Yeah, can't start Neighbors. Winston or Russ?
Winston now.
And then flex, DJ Moore, Devontae Adams, Westbrook, and Keeney.
DJ Moore.
And then Tracy or Washington?
Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy. All right. Now we know Chris Laborde. Wow, 11-2.
Nice. And Matt, those might be your only 2 losses this year because that team is ready to go.
Aquahawks, GSP, CD Lamb or Tracy?
Gotta go CD. Too good of a matchup against the Bengals.
Yeah. I like Tracy, but I'm starting Lamb if I have him pretty much everywhere. Okay. I don't know why it's messing up my chat here. I'll just put this up while I try to get back. Are we concerned? Bobby Brooks, member. Are we concerned long term for Brees?
Got to be a little concerned. They didn't put him on IR yesterday, but it doesn't mean it won't happen. But you got to be a little concerned, yes.
Yeah, somebody had asked that yesterday. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't play again this year, but it's too soon to cut him. Don't cut him. Antonio Castaneda. Let's see. Antonio's question is neighbors. MVS, Brandon Cooks need one.
I think I just go MVS here.
Yeah, I really don't want neighbors in my lineup. Oh, I want him in my lineup, but I don't trust him. James Jones. Kittle and Jennings together or Harrison instead of Jennings?
Yeah, I got Harrison over Jennings. So Kittle and Harrison.
Right. And not because of the stack or whatever. All right. Good. I pronounced the name right. That's always a win for me. Okay. Harry Bomb, really?
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Must win for Harry. Pick 3, Achane, Dowdle, Swift, Braylon.
I'm going Achane, Dowdle, and Swift.
Achane, Dowdle, and Swift. Wow, Swift over Braylon?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess since he's in, that's probably fine. Sam Piazza said that we missed a question. Sam, sorry, I don't remember seeing you with a question, so you can retype it just so I don't have to try to look for it.
Yeah, just retype it, Sam. We'll get it.
Craig Book, MVS or neighbors?
Just did this. MVS, sadly.
Crazy. It is MVS. How did we get here? C. Hicks, pick 2 and a flex. Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle, Braylon Allen, Juwan Jennings, Garrett Wilson, Westbrook Akine, D-Hop, QJ.
All right. Chase Brown, Rico at running back. Westbrook Akine and Jennings at wide receiver. And I'll flex Braylon Allen.
Yeah, I think that's all good. I mean, Chase Brown is a no-doubter here. Harry with another one.
Here's Sam's real quick. Rico Neighbors or Garrett Wilson. Pick 3.
I'm gonna go with Rico Neighbors and
I'll rank them Rico, Garrett Wilson, Neighbors. He said pick 2. Okay, Rico, Garrett Wilson.
That's better. Okay, so not Neighbors. We're not going Neighbors. And then Harry with another question. Insane to bench AJ Brown for Keenan Allen.
I don't think so. I don't know if I could do it, but I definitely don't think it's insane.
Hey, Keenan has been on fire since the OC switch. AJ Brown, what was the stat? I think 2 of the last 6 games, he's only been a top 20 fantasy wide receiver 2 of the last 6 games, if I remember what it is.
4 of the last 6 outside the top 30.
That's not good.
He's a floor player right now.
You know what? Go Keenan Allen. Do it. You have permission. See Neil, how I see it.
All right.
Needs 3. White, Irving, Pacheco, Cook.
Well, you got to go Irving. I assume that's James Cook. So you got to go Irving and Cook.
Yeah.
Let's not go all in on Bucks. Let's go Pacheco.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Pacheco should be. It's not going to be a great Pacheco game, but let's go Irving, Pacheco, Cook. He has touchdown upside.
Yeah, we're at the 5-minute warning now. So
5-minute warning. All right, here we go. DS Moto, Keenan. Or Devontae?
Keenan, definitely.
Sorry, I have to read this. Thank you. You are my secret weapon in 3 fantasy championships. Love it.
All right, let's go.
All right. So tell everyone, don't tell your league mates, but tell everybody else. Subscribe. James Jones, Tracy or Pollard?
Whoa. I'm going to go slightly Tracy.
I did pick Tracy to boom. I like Pollard. This is close. It could go either way, but let's go Tracy for the upside. Kittle or Jonnu? That's also tough.
Oh, that is also tough. The Bills. I think I'm going Kittle.
Man, that's crazy. I think I'll go Kittle as well, though. Kevbo, Connor, or Braylon Allen?
I think I'm gonna go Connor here.
This one's close. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go Braylon Allen. I'm that down on Connor. I really am. Donovan's thing, we missed yours. We didn't. I know we did Donovan's. If you want to throw the question back up, Donovan, you might have missed it. We did that one a long time ago. John, Will Dissly or Juwan Johnson?
I'm going Juwan Johnson.
Yes, go with Juwan Johnson as well. I feel like his target share should be better. And then we have the sweet, I assume, Georgia girl with DJ Moore and Keon Coleman questionable. Well, DJ Moore is good now. Pick 3 Moore, Thielen, Keon Coleman. This is pick 3.
Well, that's 3 though. I'll just tell you I rank them Moore, Thielen, and Coleman because you obviously, I'm guessing, don't need 3, but you never know.
Right. Start DJ Moore. Definitely start DJ Moore. And then Thielen would be second, and then Coleman. You don't really want to start Coleman. All right. Raul Tavares, MVS, or Westbrook-Akine?
Westbrook-Akine.
Augustin Olvera, BTJ, or Calvin Austin?
I'll go BTJ here. They're both risky. Give me the better player.
Yeah, exactly. Another stupid spam bot.
Scrolling back looking for Donovan so we can just answer it real quick again. But we got 3 minutes.
Yeah. Last chance, guys, spamming the chat.
Here's Donovan again. Needs one full PPR, DJ Moore.
Yeah, it's DJ Moore over Swift. DJ Moore is good, guys. He's in. He's playing. He's a strong start. Okay, 2 minutes. Last chance.
Are we caught up? Did we get it? Did we do it? Did we catch up? Nice.
I think I don't see any other super chats that we missed.
All right, well, let's do some lightning round non-super chats for everybody who's stuck around.
All right, Leo reacts, Bucky or Allen?
Bucky.
Oops. All right, Logan. Oh, sorry. It keeps moving up. Logan Jones, pick 1, Ladd, Judy, Harrison, Wilson.
Ooh, I think I go Harrison here.
Yeah, I can't wait for Ladd. It's too risky. Leo reacts. We already did that. Fernando Betancourt, JSN or Harrison?
JSN.
Go JSN, sure.
That one's tough. That one is really tough, honestly.
Chuck, okay, for a playoff spot. Here we go. Chuba Brooks or Abdullah?
Let's go Chuba here.
Yeah. Brooks, you can't put him in a lineup yet. Don't know how many touches he'll get. Abdullah, let's go Chuba and hope for the best. Okay, Brandon Alfed also says must win. Gus, McLeod, or Elijah Moore?
Elijah Moore.
Yeah, Elijah Moore for sure. Joe D. 1 running back, 1 flex.
First 2, Kyron and Bucky.
Yeah.
We gotta pull up Johnny Donuts.
Yeah, I was going to say Johnny Donuts sitting Garrett Wilson for Quentin Johnson. Maybe you don't need to win this week. I mean,
yeah,
sure. I would never call you a dumb donut. All right, and then Terry in Hawaii. Aloha. Adunze or Parker Washington?
I think I'll still go with Dunze here. I think he still has more upside.
Yeah. Go with Dunze and hope he gets more targets. You never know. Texas Hellraiser. All right, Connor or Garendo?
Garendo.
Garendo. And one more because it is 12 o'clock.
It is. One more.
We already did that one, Joe. I think we're out of time.
How about this? Jupiter J Gaming, Bucky, Isaac, or Jacoby? Full PPR, I go Jacoby.
Yes, go Jacoby if you can get him in. All right, it is time, according to the Desert Yeti.
Yes.
All right, what's up, Flacco? See you in the chat. Thank you, and I agree. Take his advice. Start, everybody, get the like button and subscribe. Get it clicked right now. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to everyone. Hope somehow everyone here wins today, makes the playoffs, get in, get your bye, whatever it is you need to do. Don't forget, you can still ask questions. You even have time to promote the draft lane. But if you have questions still today, tomorrow, anytime ever for fantasy football, use the draft lane app. It's a free download from the App Store, the Play Store. So get it in and ask your questions at any time, and we will answer you just like we do on here. All right. Hopefully, it's a day filled with fantasy goodness, a lot of points, but only for the players that you need. All right, guys. Thanks for being with us, and look for the videos coming out tonight and tomorrow to get you ready for next week and either the start or the continuation of the playoffs.